From bars out the bars and they ain't expect to start to go this far. I do this for my sons and they like, daddy, you ain't gotta go this hard. My life been like a movie. Can I paint y'all a picture? And it's based off of true stories.
Boy, sound like he in a lucha bully.
Hold on, hold on, wait. I hope this him. Let me see.
What?
I'm trying to see.
Right, but I'm about to switch. Hey, make sure y'all follow my backup page.
Who made that for? Oh, there you go.
Fuck your backup page.
Hey, let's talk.
Fuck like me. Fuck.
I need somebody from Let's Talk Battle Rap to speak on this motherfucker. Hey, if I send a request, you gonna speak? Cause you need to help me understand something. How the fuck am I number 14 and I ain't lost a battle this year? And then I ain't lost a round this year, and then I picked up where I left off last year. How the fuck am I 14, nigga? Let me tell you something. You talking about 14? That list that you got up there, bro. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm not. No, yes, I am. I am, because a lot of these motherfuckers ain't get busy this year yet and pick off where they left off last year. You get what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah.
So
talk your
number
shit.
14. What the fuck are
is
we
they
basing
talking
this
about?
shit? Popularity.
What the
or
fuck is
Like,
they criteria, Swamp?
Okay.
Like, what's the real? Cause like, come on now, God.
Did you click the link? Cause the link shows how they broke it down. And
Nah. He could come up and link it. Tell him come up and explain.
I clicked the request, like the request to invite to speak.
Right.
Like, I want to know because like 14 is crazy, bro. Like, what the fuck?
It's
The niggas I battled
insane.
this year,
It's
I 30
disrespectful.
them.
Who they got on top? Who they got 1 through 13?
Big
Swamp?
K.
Are you okay?
I switched it to 1 to 13.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Big K on
But
top
you be
was
doing
nasty.
a lot.
Hey, look,
Yes,
hard. Look,
Big
listen,
K.
listen. Number 1 is Big K. Number 2 is Easy the Block Captain. Number 3 is Chef Trez. Number 4 is Ill Will. Number 5 is Twerk. Number 6, Miss Hustle. 7, Hollow the Don. 8, I mean. 9, A-Wolf. 10, Av. 11, Rosenberg fucking Raw. 12, Fonz. 13 Nitty, 14 Swamp, and 15 T-Top. Me and T-Top just cut ass.
beat 2 niggas.
Bro, come on, bro. What the fuck is this?
Nah, niggas said Rosenberg and
I haven't lost all year.
He said,
come on, bro. Who made this list? What the fuck? Who?
They up here. Let them talk.
Okay, listen. Everybody be quiet. We about to Let's Talk Battle Rap talk. You got
Good morning, everyone. Y'all hear me?
Good morning,
we ain't want to hear no
Good morning,
fucking
friends.
not too much on France, though, because he probably didn't even make the list.
That's what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
Nah.
I love.
Oh, that's Frank. That's Frank.
Yeah,
He
that's
probably ain't even make it.
What up, Swamp? If you click the link, it's all the context is there. It's a numerical system, so like all of it was just numbers based, and so it was just calculated through like people's competition level, their performance, and the impact of their performances. So I just used 3 categories to create like a metric system. And you have great performances. It's just your opponents were weak this year, and it didn't have as much impact as the people ahead of you. But like, you're performing like at a top level. I think you're just one big battle away from being one of those guys. Like, obviously, top 5, top 3 guys against.
What Rosenberg Raw battle was better than what Swamp's battles?
Charlie Clip's battle ended up scoring more biometrics than most of his performances. I know he lost the battle to most people, but
his performance was the battle got him there. So no matter what he did in the battle, it was just the battle itself.
Again,
no, it's just numbers. He said it's a numbers.
I know when people make these lists, everybody asks how do they make the list. The list is explain how it's made. So I just want to put that out there. Just you can click the link and see all the breakdown of everything, and I'm sure it'll make more sense. But
okay, so like if me and T-Top just beat Av and Fonz, how we 14 and 15?
It doesn't include 2-on-2s or 1-rounders, just 3-round battles.
It doesn't include.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, France, you my dog, but today you can go to hell. You can go to hell today.
Nigga said you can go to hell.
Don't do that, Swamp. We real pro Swamp over here. Don't do that.
I feel like if he explained, boom, the list is just about numbers, like statistical numbers.
My
Fuck it.
bad.
A lot of niggas ain't gonna make that shit.
Out, yo.
As long as they ain't saying
But
they
while
was
you're
better
here,
than
friends,
you,
but while you're here, friends, I do got a
I
question.
ain't had no 1-rounders this year. I had three rounders. I had 4 3-rounders this year. All right, one of them was a 2-on-2, but the other 3 was 3-rounders. All W's, might I add.
He said Rosenberg was better than you, T-Top.
What that shit right there? I'm not buying whatever.
Yeah, he said that. He said the Rosenberg get clips.
Yo,
Rosenberg battle clips this year.
He did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died
he
to
said
Clips.
he
You missed
died
that?
to Clips and he's still above them guys, man.
I don't know if he
Pause.
died.
Come on,
Respectfully,
friends.
But
respectfully,
then,
I don't
all
know.
right. So did I not win every battle this year?
Well, they have it as debatables, T
Guys,
top.
y'all
So
don't want
like
to
your
be on
Which
that
battle,
which
list.
which
So
bat which
what they
battles is
trying to say?
debatables? That
they
What they
said the
trying to
Loso
say?
battle, the
Not
Loso
Man,
battle
guys.
was
this is
who said
ass,
that?
man.
Listen,
Do
No.
y'all really
Who
want to be
said
on
that?
that list?
listen. That nigga
Because
said
I'm
it.
winning on the, if we
It's
going
on
by
the
the app, I know y'all
opponents.
go by the app these days, so
Yeah,
I'm winning on
yeah.
the app. So who said it's debate? I mean, we could say it's
the.
debatable, but
They said it's the battle of the night, but it was debatable between you and Loso, and that it was debatable
If
with
you
you
want
and
but
my
listen, that's
G-Swing.
opinion,
cool. Like,
if you want
that's cool.
if you want
That's
my
the
opinion, yes,
opinionated part,
if you want
right?
my opinion,
That's
yes,
Yeah.
cool.
I think
I'm with
you.
that. I'm,
If you
I'm
want
with
my
the
opinion, if you
opinionated
want my
part,
opinion,
right?
yes, I think you won these battles. But if you understand, like, there's a wide scale that, like, I'm not gonna be disingenuous to people that feel like the battle's competitive. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that feel like you and Loso's
So if our
competitive.
opponent trash that, so if
So
we got a
your list
trash
is not
But if
opponent,
your
but if,
list.
but if, but
It's
if she just saying that they saying it's battle of the night, like I always be having battle of the nights. I don't know if you know
Always.
that or not. So
Nah,
so
I know that. I'm well
so
aware.
like I be in competitive battles, like you know what I'm saying, and I come out victorious. So I don't see how that don't count. You know what I mean?
let me ask y'all the question real quick, man, because based on what you just said, friend.
Mhm.
When you make these lists based on your opinion or based on the opinion of other people.
It's a little bit nuanced. Like we use our own opinions, but like there's some battles. Like for example, like all of us, we kind of feel like Will beat Hollow personally, clearly. But like I know the culture doesn't feel that way, so I'm not gonna be disingenuous to be like, yo, Will beat Hollow clearly. Feel me? So there's situations like that you gotta just respect the opinions of the culture.
All right, because I'm forgetting that it's basically more than one person on Let's Talk Battle Rap at the end
Yeah.
of the day. So
Right. Right.
y'all
but
don't
I'm saying
have one
what's
collective
But
opinion.
what's numerical about it?
So
That's what
all
I
right,
so
want
if
to
so
know.
niggas lose, they could be higher on the list than niggas that's winning.
nah, it's not like that. It's again
Yes,
street.
The hell you say? I just
yes.
looked at it. He
The hell
lying.
you say? I just looked at
It's
it.
three categories. It's a rating from 1 to 5, right? So I put a 1 through 5 for your opponent. Like, what's the level of your opponent? I put a 1 through 5 as to how good was your performance, and I put a 1 through 5 as how much impact that performance had. So, like, you might beat somebody that's like a 1 or a 2 and have a really good performance, but they're a 1 or a 2, so it's gonna just mess up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right,
it's
so
averages.
Trez, with the
Yeah,
Charlie Clips and Rosenberg battle, right? One
right,
through five, his opponent is what? 4 or 5.
right.
Okay. His performance was what?
It's a 4.
I ain't see the battle, so I'm legit
It's,
asking.
it's, it's a four. It's a 4. He has a really good performance against Clips. He has a very good performance against Clips.
Okay. And then what was the third category?
Impact. So I put it as a very negative impact, which is like a 1, 2 for Rosenberg because the culture feels like he lost, but he had a good performance in the battle. Now
All
let's look.
right, so we got a 4-4 and a 2. So now let's take Top and Loso,
Nah, he
right?
said one. Nah, he said one. He said one for not a two.
Yeah,
He said
yeah,
Okay.
one
yeah.
for the impact.
Okay. So 4-4 and a 1. Overall score of a 9. Let's for that battle. And that goes how okay. All right. So now let's go to Top and Loso.
Okay.
For T
Well,
Top, how would you score Loso, the opponent?
this was a 4.
A 4.
Yeah,
Top's performance,
it was a 4.
4. His impact.
Probably was like a 3.
Got his
All
ass.
right. So what are we talking about, my guy?
Got his
But Clips is a
ass.
We
5.
talking about.
Clips is
And
a
I
You
5.
won the
said
battle.
4.
And I won
You
the
said
battle.
4.
And I won the battle.
I have Clips as a 5. I have Clips as a 5.
Yeah, you had them. Yeah, when I asked you about it yesterday, I think you had Clips as
Okay.
5. You had yeah, I think the only thing we disagreed was I
But
think you
again,
had the flip
but if you
or
take one
something.
isolated battle, that's fine, right? But T Top has 3 battles, he has 2 battles, so you still got to make the average of their years. And so, like, if you have one really good performance, like you did against Jag, and you only have 2 battles, it's easier to have a better average than somebody has 3 or 4 battles. So, like,
How
that's why I
many
think
battles Rose got?
he has 2.
So
He
they're
has 6.
even
No, I
as
got I
far as
got three.
battles.
I got three. All
But you
double.
said one of them is a 2-on-2 though, right?
Nah, that's four. That was four.
Those
Okay.
one is not
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
counted.
that would
Yeah,
make four.
if you
So
So
look
you
at
had to
somebody,
take away one of T Top battles?
It's a 2-on-2. We're not including 2-on-2.
The metrics don't count 2-on-2s or one on like
one-rounders.
No, but if
one
T-Top
rounders.
got 3 battles and Rosenberg got 2, you had to then take away one of T-Top's battles?
No.
No, I had 4. I had 4 battles, but one of those was a
I
2-on-2.
know it comes down to 3, and Rosenberg has 2. So what are
Yeah,
we
no,
doing with the extra battle?
we don't make it equal. We use the sum of whatever your year is. So like if he has 3
It's
battles,
like your
we use the
average.
average of his 3 battles, and then
So
Rosenberg
3
we use the average.
W's don't count more than 1 W.
Not
No, no,
listen,
no,
man.
no,
Some
no.
lists
Listen,
ain't for everybody. Some lists you might
listen.
just want to
If
remove yourself from.
you click it, you will see the metrics and you will see the numbers. And you're like, all right,
There
I
we
see
go.
how they got to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like made up for favoritism. That's why people like Easy and Big K are so high because they only have 2 battles, and it's really easy to have a good average with just 2 battles. It's very easy to do that, you know. But once you have 3 or 4 battles, it gets a little bit more because it's more of a sample size to calculate for.
And what's the
So
name of that list?
it's the power ranking.
It's the
Bullshit.
power rankings.
It's the
They
power ranking.
halfway point power
Yeah.
rankings.
Bullshit. It's bullshit, man.
Jay Black in here. Is Jay
Fucking
Black still in here?
bullshit.
It's
Okay, because
not.
I'm about to ask Jay Black, do you
No,
approve of that
Bullshit.
system, and are you gonna use it?
it got nothing
Are
to do
you
with black.
gonna?
It got nothing to do with black. It got
No,
nothing
I
Yeah,
to do
know
with
it
black.
don't
yeah.
got nothing to
Yeah.
do with him, but I just wanted to know if he approves of it and if he would maybe be using it to help with champion. Like, cause I remember last year we were saying we need like a halfway point at least. So I know some people were saying, okay, you're
Yeah.
not using it. You
I
approve of it, but you're not gonna be using it. Got you.
yeah. No, I agree. There needs to be a halfway point too.
Yeah,
And
no, I remember we were saying that earlier this year that it might need to be a halfway point. So I was just
yeah.
wondering
Yeah.
if he
And
was.
I think for T Top's average, if I'm not looking at it right now, I can pull up in a second. But I think it was the True Fall battle that like kind of really clucked up his numbers. Because True Fall like on a scale of 1 to 5, I think we gave him like a 2. You know, he's kind of a bit of a lower scale than other opponents. And that battle didn't have that much impact, so the impact was probably like a 1 or a 2 if I remember. So like a battle like that could just like fuck up your whole like average. You know what I'm saying?
How could it?
Hey,
How could it?
hey, let me ask you,
That's
though,
cra-
France. They said if
that's
Rosenberg Raw
crazy.
choked in the third, how is his performance good?
His first 2 rounds were phenomenal, just like your first 2.
But I'm saying choked in the
It's
third.
just like your first 2 rounds against JC was phenomenal before you choked in the third. That can happen.
That was
But
last year. That was
no,
last year. I'm talking about this.
I know, but that's an example. Like you can have 2 really great rounds before you mess up in the third. That happens.
So when I smoke my next opponent, it ain't really gonna count because she's gonna be like a 1 or a 2.
That all depends who
I
the
don't. I
opponent
don't think
is.
I even want to be on that list.
Depends who the
That shit crazy.
depends who the
I
opponent
stay.
is.
I won't be on that list.
That shit
You got to
crazy.
tell a nigga you don't want to be on the list before you know you ain't even gonna make it. Yeah, I don't even want to be on that list. Knew
I'm
I
just
wasn't gonna
saying,
qualify anyway.
ain't no way in the fuck me and T-Top should be 14 and 15 on a list like that when we've been kicking ass all year so
Super
far.
facts.
No, yeah.
Hey, hold on. I got a question for bro too
What
though.
is he saying? Like it's little asks?
What the fuck?
Hey, hey,
What's up,
bro.
Trez?
So look, with the names and shit, is you doing
Like they
the
don't matter.
names per se or the talent behind the name?
Nah, it's like
Right.
stature of the name. So like the value.
So it has zero to do with how good that name rap because you know why I'm asking you that.
Yeah.
That's because niggas like you been getting busy all fucking year and your name ain't on the
He
list.
is on
This
Nah,
here.
they
He's
got
nigga
like
me.
is
number
Nah,
fucking.
look,
3.
rock.
He's number
Nah,
He
they
3.
got
number
they
3.
got me at 3, but the like the ones above me, like I said, salute to them battlers going
Man,
crazy.
get
You feel
that
me?
shit the fuck out of here.
But
Take
niggas
that
battle
list and shove it up your ass.
two
I think
niggas who name wise equal to the same names I got on mine if we talking talent and names. But if you talking just names, then I get you. So I want to see where you was at
who
with it.
some names that you feel like you saw that was equal.
I'm gonna be real, bro. You can't tell me that a nigga battling Reed and motherfucking Hitman and a nigga battling Mook and A Ward is any different on a challenging level as John and Twerk. And I got more names on my list than that.
No, you're right. John's a 5. Hitman's a 5. Mook's a 5. A-Ward's a 5. You know.
Reed is what?
So then, so
Hmm.
boom, when I throw that extra shit like the baked beans and the cornbread on the side, you feel me,
Yeah.
to like show off and
No, but
gunpowder and
let me.
make the meal even more
Yeah.
better. How does that make the shit go
So
down though?
again,
Instead of
this is the gift and the curse with the numbers. I feel like, right? Because once you have a larger sample size, it hurts you more than people that have less because they have less things
uh,
to take away from in an average. You know what I'm saying?
so hear me out
Yeah.
though. I understand that, but that would mean that I would have to go down in my performance. If I'm still leveling up every time, battling I don't know how y'all be ranking the impact because y'all gave John a 4. That shit wicked to me, you feel me? But to each his own. I don't really understand that part, you feel me? Like, I've been a 5 the whole motherfucking year.
That's fair.
Headlining
No, that's
everything, going
that.
crazy and battling.
And it's
And
like the
battling.
fives get punished. If it's like the higher the top people is getting punished if they're not battling an opponent that's
Yeah,
as of
that's
their
like
stature.
that's like a lower tier guy or somebody you would consider one. All they matches, because you know how URL do it, they gonna give them a higher name. All they already winning in one category, and then they
Yep.
got a better opponent.
Yep. And the better opponent is
That's
losing.
Feel me?
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the name
Like
bite don't
there
mean I'm a
literally
better.
is no better opponent I can battle. Like come on, bro. I
Nah,
battle
hey,
everybody.
Trent,
Like I am the opponent for niggas. Like
That's
what
a
the
hey,
fuck?
fact.
Trent, is the
Like
numbers,
come
is
Long
on,
the,
story
y'all
short, I
list
could
suck.
battle
That list
everybody
suck,
in
bro.
this space right now and
Fuck
not
that
have
list.
You
the
have
best
fives,
average on
yeah.
that
You'll be
list.
better than
Right, I'd have the
everybody.
best matter, but if all y'all battle me, y'all
We
ain't
all
getting
get
shit.
ones and shit. Right.
Like respectfully, and that's not me
Respectfully, no
dissing
money.
myself. That's just me being objective.
So I got another question about impact.
Yeah.
Like, is it impact to you guys or impact like just in
I
general?
got
Because
a,
like
I got, I got.
some
No,
battles mean
I got a
different
full
things.
definition of it. So,
Damn, blood ain't even let me finish answering the question on brand,
my
bro.
bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said though, is you basing it off of certain places, like you say, Easy and Reed is dope for Philly, but as far as the whole battle rap don't really care like that. But for Philly, that's crazy. So we got to get a high impact.
Right.
Like, how you doing an impact
Yeah.
game?
So I also have like full definitions of like what
It wasn't even crazy for Philly. I don't know what the fuck y'all talk
I,
about.
I got.
That shit
I
wasn't
got.
crazy for
Hey
Philly.
yo,
I got full definitions for what a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is for impact. Like a 1 is no attention, a complete negative attention, so it's like getting bodied or clearly losing. Number 2 is like low traction or fairly negative attention, so it could be like a clear loss. Number 3 is like standard impact, average battle, possibly under the radar, but it's a good performance. That happens, right? People have good performances, don't get talked about. 4 is like positive impact, like it's regularly talked about. And 5 is culture shaking performance, highly talked about. So, like, I can see where you say, "Oh, me and John."
All right, now that makes
Yeah,
sense. That
I
makes
can.
sense for sure.
But I'm saying I don't give a fuck. There's nobody that should be behind fucking down like Rosenberg Raw, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's no way in the fuck Rosenberg is higher than me and T Top at 14 and 15. You got Rosenberg up there. You have got to be shitting me in all aspects of battle rap. Listen, I'm just being real. There is no way in the hell you got Spanky McFarlane ahead of me, bro. Like, no, bro. There's no fucking way. He choked in the third versus Clips. He lost that battle. Then nobody really gave a fuck besides that event entirely. That RBE event. That was the hype of it. Charlie Clips coming in there, and the hype of
Spanky
the battle was
McFarlane.
the text messages, whatever the fuck it was. But like, I'm talking about the work niggas is putting in on a consistent level. That's a power ranking. A power ranking is this nigga been getting busy since last year and still cutting ass. I don't give a fuck. He deserved bigger plates, but the plates that he's still getting, he's still killing these niggas.
Let's. You and Rosenberg have 2 battles on here, so let's try it. Let's do a sample size review, right? What would you give clean out of 1 through 5?
To be honest, I don't look at clean. I was clean.
You cleaned them up, yes, but like, what would you say? He's a 2, 1? Like,
Bro, we
give me
definitely not, bro. We're not doing no 2 or no
like.
1 for no clean paper, bro.
quick
Stop that.
question,
Respectfully, man.
Top. I got a quick
Stop it.
question with that.
Okay.
What we doing?
Is
Top
how
three,
you
four?
is
What we
how you
doing?
ranking your opponent
Well,
off of their
well,
stature or their
but again,
skills?
but this is why I
They
want y'all to
name, like
listen.
just their name,
I
Jack.
have no
Then clean
problem
gotta be
defending
like a
this.
4. He got a clean gotta be
Listen to
like a
me. Listen to me.
4.
Green
Listen to
gotta
me.
be a
Listen.
4.
Y'all are out of
But just,
line. I'm
but
not gonna hold you.
just,
Y'all are
just
out of
listen to me.
line.
Listen to me.
It's not
Come
a
Listen to
on,
four.
me. Listen to me.
clean,
Out of
Listen to me.
line.
clean three or better.
Listen to me.
3
I have no
Three is
and
what
problem.
I
cut it
was
out.
gonna
I have
say.
One
I
or
have
Cut
no
it
two is
out.
problem
crazy
defending
though.
this. I have zero problem.
1 or 2 might be crazy, but 4 is equally crazy. Like, let's stop.
Listen. Again, there's a
Respectfully.
full definition for what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Hey,
fits into.
Okay,
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait.
Let him break down
Look,
the
Let me
full
read this.
definition. He got a definition for one,
Let me
two,
read.
three, four, five.
Let me read this to you for one.
what the fuck? How can so what Rosenberg number is
Let
then?
me read this to you.
I know
So I
clean on is
promise you,
higher than
if
that.
you let me read it to you, it'll make sense. I promise you. Number 1 for opponent. Number 1, an amateur, still not a professional. Number 2, a veteran or an up and comer or an inconsistent opponent. Number 3, quality opponent, mid tier or upper veteran, solid competitor. Number 4, good to great level competition, great name on paper, well skilled. Number 5, top tier legend or high level competitor. So where does clean fall in that definition? He's
Bro,
inconsistent,
he
right?
Three,
fall in like 3
three,
different categories though, bro. Like those
three.
categories is all mixed together for real. For
Man,
real.
shout out to
3
my fellow
categories.
number
Wow.
twos out there. I'm a strong two and a
He,
half
he's
in
You know what I
this
mean?
closer
Like,
bitch.
he's closer to a 2 than anything else there. Like
Hard. He said you was a 5.
He
Hey,
didn't
I
say
tell
what
you
I
what,
was. I hope
if
I'm a
if
5.
they talking about names and shit, I just know if you put clean paper on the card, he gonna draw way more attention than Rosenberg Raw.
yeah, it's not about the draw though.
But I'm saying
Not gonna lie.
but if you look at it on paper, because that's how my matchups looked at. Oh shit, Swamp just battle clean. Oh shit, Swamp just battle stumbles. Oh, you got Rosenberg Raw battling Charlie Clips though. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got to go off the names for Swamp too, bro. Cause that's what you did for the niggas above me.
Yeah,
No
I
disrespect,
did
but
go off the
it
names.
couldn't be just
I did go
But
skill.
off the
where,
It
names.
but,
couldn't
but,
just be
but,
skill. On my mama's son, it couldn't just be
nah, but
skill. So it got to
Trez,
be names for them too.
where it fucks up is he's going off the name and them niggas be getting higher points than him off of their name. That's where the list is
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah,
shaky to me.
yeah, that shit ass. I ain't gonna lie, friends. You not fucking with you, but that part right there ass.
So that's like a nigga like Rock Lee can get 30 by Tay Rock, but her points gonna be higher even though I
At least in the opponent category, her points will
Yeah,
be 5, his
in
points will be 1
in
or
one
2.
category she would have a higher category. She has a higher opponent.
I'm
no,
saying
probably
Nigga,
two.
you
nah,
Probably
but
two.
using
that's
Because the
like
impact
I
skill,
too.
could
The
using
battle.
your
impact
points,
too. Because
I
bro.
she'll
could
have
battle
two.
6 people on this card, and they all gonna get on this list, but me because I'm the highest name.
Rock,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You will never make a list. Rock,
I'll
you
never
already know.
make a list because I'm the
Just
bigger name. Like, get the
going
fuck
how they
out of here
do
with
it,
that
Rock, you
shit.
will never get on
Pick
the
your
list,
list,
brother.
shove it up your ass,
Yeah.
bro. We ain't
Crazy.
fucking with it. Fuck your list, bro.
Okay, so
Nigga, Rock them battle
but
everybody.
all
That
right,
nigga never make
Swamp.
a list. That's
Swamp. I got another
crazy.
question for you. What would you give Stumbles
It
1 through
said,
5?
take your list over up your
What
ass.
would you give?
you
Pick
said
your
What,
list.
what
Shove
would
it
you?
up your
What,
now
ass.
with stumbles, I'll probably give stumbles like between a 2 and a 3.
A 3.
it's fine. I think it's closer to 2 than 3,
I'm
but
saying
So
though,
who
Nah,
you?
but
So who y'all
you
giving
said
ones,
2.
my nigga?
You
Like
said
who's
2
one?
is talent is
Amateurs.
inconsistent and
right,
all
right.
that.
Oh,
3
okay.
is 3 is consistent.
Niggas that don't get paid to battle.
I'm gonna make my own list.
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Like, every list ain't for everybody,
hey,
guys. Like,
Right.
friends,
maybe you just don't want to be on that list.
friends,
Y'all
can you
gotta,
give us an
Man,
y'all
fuck
gotta
example?
that
make
list. I
your
don't
own
want
list.
to be
No
on that list.
system,
My
no
nigga
one
said
system
I
is
don't.
Stumbles
gonna
are
be
1 or
perfect,
2. So
man.
you putting clean down there with the amateurs, bro?
Wait, hold
No,
on.
no,
You got, hold on, hold
I
on,
didn't call
hold on.
I didn't call him an amateur.
Time out.
You're
I didn't
wilding,
call him
bro.
amateur.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm ranked above
I
clean,
Yo,
man.
call
let's
Can't
talk
nobody tell
battle
me
rap. Hold
shit.
on.
I call him an
The
Nah, clean
Flair
inconsistent.
gotta be
Soul
like
is
a
number
3,
4 on
4,
your
man.
list?
He gotta be a 3,
Yeah,
4.
I think because keep in mind there's a lot of us that vote on this. I won't lie. I do think Flair so kind of probably got a little bit more credit than he should have, but he ended up getting a 4. I think mainly because of like his level of talent, but I don't think his name is a 4. But you
Oh,
know,
you saying he's a 4. He's not number 4, but he's a 4. When you
no,
rank
no,
him,
no.
he's a 4?
He ended up being ranked as a 4 on our list.
Oh,
Oh, I'm a
But
nah.
5
And
then.
what's the
but
I'm a
definition?
5.
but
Hold
listen,
on,
I'm
hold
a
but
on.
listen,
fucking 7.
but
Hold up,
I'm
and that's
What's
a
the
flagging
definition of
foe.
4?
I want to be
but
3.
again
What
I'm
was the
telling.
definition of 4 again?
Hold up, I'll read it to you.
Yeah, say 4 again. I thought it was like
That's
top
what I
tier and
thought.
like
Nah,
Top
elite or
tier
some shit. Like
legend type shit, I thought
nah.
you said.
Five was top tier.
Westside
5 was
Branch
top
is
tier.
Okay.
crazy.
Number
What was
4
4?
is good level competitor, good to great name on paper, or well skilled lyricist.
Okay.
So like I do think on a talent level you can argue he's a 4, but name wise he's not a 4 yet. It's like as far as the stature, but so some give and take. I don't. There's a lot of us that voted on this, so obviously there's a little bit of nuance to it still. But I do really feel like these numbers kind of like it kind of meet some of the eye tests of what I'm seeing with some of these performances. Like you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's all.
Bro,
I don't feel like it's all off base neither. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like
You know
this
the
whole
real.
shit off.
you making this shit bumper bladed on
On
bloods, bro. It's just
man.
like different
Like
levels,
I
bro.
think this
It's hard
shit.
to bumper brand what you doing, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, like the categories you got going
And
on is not
it's
regular, bro.
crazy. Y'all
nigga
got
know
me
with a
up there.
full
Y'all
Yeah.
got
blood
me up there
for.
with 1 win for the year, bro. That's crazy. Y'all got me
Hey,
on the list
listen,
with
I ain't
1
gonna lie,
win.
friends.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
friends,
That's
listen.
wow.
When I looked at this list and I had my little bucket built bookies, and
Bro, I was about to say that.
I
Oh
You
my
went
feel
bulling.
God,
me,
I was
bro?
Listen
waiting
though,
to say
listen,
that.
bro. I was bulling through the
Yeah.
bitty,
You dicking
and
back
like this,
bullying?
yeah,
Yeah.
this some bullshit. I tell you that, this some bullshit. Ain't no way in the fuck Rosenberg Raw. Fuck the rest of the list. Ain't no way in the fuck Rosenberg Raw is higher than a fucking T-top and swamp. Are you
Hold on,
shitting me? There is
you got
no
him higher
fucking
than
way.
Nitty? Oh yeah, I'm out of
Bruh,
here.
what the
This,
fuck are
what y'all
Bro,
doing
look
on
at,
here?
all right. But we need to stop and look at the categories, put the numbers in it, and I guarantee you will have the same exact score. How about that? I can guarantee you, if you
man?
use the exact same numbers for the same
It's the
criteria,
system, man. The
What the
you would
system
system?
is
Jack.
flawed. Of course,
Nigga,
we're gonna
Man,
get the
what
same
system?
score, but the
All I want
Show
to
system
me
is
say
the
is that
flawed.
system.
they don't
We're
really
gonna
care
buy this
Niggas
about
I
the
bet
said
you got
system.
Mook.
niggas
I
system.
say
bet
Where
it's
is
you
this
got.
called
system
system,
I
and
bet
located
you
has
at?
got
So I
Mook
of
can
as a
course
use
five
this
system
too.
system.
That's
ain't.
the funny
Where
thing.
can I purchase
I
this
bet
fucking
you got
system
Mook
from?
as a five. I
Get the
know you
fuck
got
out
Mook
of
as a
here,
Okay,
five.
made up ass
Rosenberg is
nigga.
on the
Yes,
Jack,
Mook
system.
is a
Jack,
five. Of course,
No,
Mook
he's
is a
not.
five.
Jack,
Of course, Mook is a
on
five,
a level
Jack.
of talent,
Man, we not doing that. Mook taught us our ABCs a few months ago. We not doing
I
that.
want to know where he got Mook at. If you got Mook as a five, this shit flawed as hell. He better be a 4 or 3. He cannot be a
I just
five,
told
bro.
you he a five, man.
Jack, this is by the stature of their names, Jack. So yes, he's a five.
Hey,
Yes, he's a
But
five.
the
I
Because
ain't even know.
skill level is bullshit.
It don't
No, bro, the
matter.
skill level's bullshit though. What
Jack,
you
I
talking
got you.
about?
Jack, I
Not
got you.
But Jack,
not
that's the part I
bullshit.
was
Does he
asking when I was
perform at a
asking
five
if the
level?
names and the
I
skills
don't
go
think
together.
so. Is
So
he a
how?
five?
Hey, listen. Hold on. I don't mean to mute everybody because I don't like that mute button. But listen, Rosenberg, I'm about to let you speak. I don't give a shit. You should not be higher than me on that list. It don't matter, but I fuck with Let's Talk Battle Rap and this, that, and third, but ain't no way in the fuck you higher than me in no T-Top. I don't got nothing against you. I don't care about nothing, to be honest. I don't care about you or whatever and that shit, but, I give it all equal grounds, bro. Go ahead. You speak your opinion.
No, I ain't got nothing to say about that, bro. I just wanted to say one thing. Hey, Jack boy, tell your mother to suck my dick.
Hey,
Your mother already sucked mine.
bro, y'all got this in my face.
Your mother already sucked
Y'all really
mine.
about
Snake
to
ass
Yo,
nigga. I
like,
knew
that
that's what
was
he wanted. Snake ass
yo.
nigga.
That was a good escape for me, Swamp. I appreciate it.
Yeah, ain't no escape for you niggas.
bro.
Why is Mook a five?
Is this? All right, let me hold on real quick. I want to ask all
Yeah,
you
we
guys.
don't care about
Wait,
the
wait.
white boys. He ain't. We don't
Let
care
me
about
ask.
him.
Let me ask all.
Why the fuck is Mook a five, bro?
Hold
As
on.
a name, I get how high is it, but skill level, that shit
Yes.
is lower than niggas in the crucibles, bro. Stop
Okay.
playing.
Let me ask you two questions. All the rappers. One. When we rank these opponents, do you want us to rank them off what we think, because it's subjective, what we think their skill is at, or what the kind of performance they give you that night? Like, what do you prefer? I really want to know.
I prefer y'all to go off history. So if a nigga been asked 3 battles and he was good, the one before that don't count. The one before them 3 he was asked.
Well, then that's why Clean's a two. Before Swamp, he also choked at like
But if
every round
Clean's
right
the
before that.
two, bro, you gotta
Like,
understand, if Clean's the
yeah,
two, Mook can only be a 3, bro.
I think we're being disingenuous there.
No, we
We
not.
being very disingenuous because we not gonna act like Clean don't got a name. We not
That's
gonna
what
act
I.
like we can't act like that.
That's what
So
I'm
it's like you
saying. Clean
contradicting
But
name
I
is a
yourself. You either
four,
going
bro.
no,
off the name or
it doesn't contradict itself because then
it
it's
does.
disrespect.
I
It
ain't gonna lie.
does.
His name
You
alone
giving
is a
Mook
four,
credit for
bro. That's what
It
I was
everything they
seems
take
saying.
like
away from
anything
Clean
His
for.
under
name alone is
5,
a
you're
four.
taking into consideration their skill level. Once they hit 5, it doesn't matter what their skill level is. They're just a legend.
I think when you have people that are
It's
inconsistent.
like you being safe
So
for the culture.
I'm
You don't
gonna
want to
have
get
a
real and
harder
get, you
time
feel me,
writing
being
for. I'm
safe.
gonna have a harder time writing for Swamp, Trez, Nitty, and even J2 and T Top. I had the worst time writing for T Top. That shit was hectic. I will not have that same trouble writing for Mook, bro, because I know he coming with ABC 1, 2, 3, bubblegum drop, put your 25 cent in the machine and turn it. I ain't like you not gonna know, but I really gotta write for Top. I can't play when it comes to Top. I really gotta write when it comes to Trez. I really gotta write
I
if I
think,
battle J2
I think for
or if I
us.
battle Rock.
All
Battling
right,
Mook is easy. It's just his name at this point. He's just a
That's it. Once you
template.
hit 5, your
And
skill
it's like,
level don't matter in
yeah.
this list. If you a 5, your skill level don't
no,
matter. 4 under, we going
Yeah,
by the
Hard. I agree
skills.
with you saying, Hard.
I think,
That's what it
That's
seemed
what
no,
it
like.
is because
but
Clean
A
has a
nigga get
name.
to
If
a
he's not
5,
at
then a nigga
5, you're
safe.
going off of his skills after that. You're not taking into considerations Mook last battle or none of that. You just saying he got a good name, so
I'm
he's a
saying his
legend. He's
name
5.
no,
or his
I
skill,
think for
bro.
us, as media
That's
is
what y'all like.
we're able to be more objective about somebody's stature than what we think their skill set is at. Because at that point, like just because you think somebody's skill set is not high, doesn't mean that I feel that way. If somebody says Jack's not skilled, I'm going to disagree with them. Jack is
No,
very
so
skilled. You know what I'm
but
No,
that's
saying?
what
nobody's gonna say I'm not
but that's what I'm
skilled, bro.
saying though. So then
That's
you
a
could
consensus.
agree, like if you were number 5, your skill set doesn't come into play. But
But
everybody 4, 3, 2, and
no,
1, their skill set,
but number five is also like you're a legend. You're a high regarded
I'm
name.
saying,
Like
bro, I feel like
right?
it's media.
Everything except your
That's your
skill
safe
set.
haven. Like,
Legend, high
you
regarded
playing
name.
that
What
safe.
else?
But the rest of them don't have.
You
The rest
know,
of them aren't fully skill set neither. A lot of them are like, oh, you're a veteran that's inconsistent. You're a veteran
No,
that's.
4 you said good. You said great on paper, good lyricist, right? Good, like you. That's 4. That's skill based. 3 you said is gonna give a decent performance, a decent battle. Those are all skill sets. When you got the 5,
then you
it's
got
your
then you got the
name, your
5 and said the
stature.
name's elite. The name's elite.
That's where
You can't
there goes the
lose.
problem. I mean, at least for me, that's where the problem lies right there. When you get the 5, and that's the category that the problem lies in too, is the opponent's ranking. That whole category, I feel like, could be touched on a little bit though. But who the fuck am I? I'm
Like
just saying,
if that's a solidified 5 to me, no
bro.
question. Like if y'all want to put someone at 5 and then base it around them, put Rock at 5, bro. Because
Rock is a 5.
not only
Rock
is
is a
he a
5.
name, he's
Yeah.
consistently outside kicking niggas' asses too. So he's
No,
a
Rock is a
5.
No,
5.
but Rock is a 5. Rock is a
But
The
5.
Mook
problem
ain't doing
is
what
when
Rock
Rock
is
goes
doing.
in.
So how he a 5?
The problem is when Rock goes to battle anybody else, right? He's only gonna get 1, 2, or 3
No, I get
point
that.
I,
sets.
I get that part. But what I'm saying is, I'm back on the Mook shit. If we can agree that Rock is a 5, Mook's not doing what Rock is doing in his last battles, bro. Rock's a name, and he giving us viral moments. That's good viral moments and great
hey,
material.
there's
Mook ain't
nothing.
doing shit but giving us shit that we clowning him for when we on Twitter all day. Nobody got
There's
him winning. Nobody got like anything he said. Nothing.
there's nothing you said there that I disagree with. But as far
So
as the
how
stat,
can him and
but
Rock be
but
on the
but
same
but
playing field?
but this is off the stature of the name, not like that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like this is like value of their names. You
But
know what
that's
I'm saying?
wrong if they not good. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
terrible, bro.
but
That's
so
shit
hold on.
Yeah,
bull,
bro.
Let me
Nigga
give
not
hold on,
good.
hold on.
They name
Let
don't
me give
matter,
all you
bro.
Bro,
guys a
writing
counter.
for
Let
Trez
me
is
give you
going to be
Jack.
way more
Jack,
difficult
Bro,
than
that's
writing
this
for
where
hold on.
my
Mook, bro.
disconnect
Like,
is,
what?
bro. Right here,
But let me
bro.
give you a
You
counter.
keep
Let me give you a
putting
counter. Let me
before you throw your Anderson Silva. Just hold on
yeah.
though. You keep putting the names and the talent together when the names don't necessarily mean the talent. Like bro said, how can you rank somebody with Rock who not putting in the same work as Rock or keeping the same consistency as Rock? And we gonna use Rock because no disrespect to nobody in here, and we can use T-Top too. They the ones that are putting the most work in here, who really at the same stature, if not higher than niggas. The same ones you got is a 5 on there. So how does them 5s rapping like 2s equate to a 5 rapping like a 5? How is that even, bro? In what world? Now counter some. Let me see the Anderson Silva to John
Hello,
John.
man. That's a glitch. It's
Hello.
a fucking glitch in your system, nigga. You gotta fix that shit.
Yeah, the stature of all their names. These are all headlining names. You put Rock on a car, he's headlining the car. You put T Top on a car, he's headlining the car. You put Mook on a card, he's headlining the car. There's stature with
All right,
all
then
these
go to
names.
skill.
Like,
Now go to the
All right,
skill
so I
then.
stop
okay,
there. Now let's go to the
now if we
talent.
go to
The
if we
talent.
go to the talent, I'm not disagreeing with y'all. But at that point, that's much more subjective than objective. And now I'm
No, it's
asking,
not. Oh,
let
I
me,
hate when y'all do
Bro,
that.
no the
No, it's
fuck it
not. I
ain't.
hate when y'all do that shit. I
No the
hate that
fuck it
shit.
ain't.
If somebody,
You're
if
being
so, if
safe.
some
You are being
somebody
safe media,
somebody no
bro.
no
You are being safe
no
media,
no it's
friends. I can't believe you,
no
bro.
no I'm
You're
I
being
think
not.
these
safe.
are your favorites. Just say they're your
You're being
favorites right
safe,
now, bro.
bro.
Nah,
Just say these people on this list are your
I,
favorites, bro.
You
That's
being
yeah,
it.
safe,
basically
bro.
that
Come
too,
on,
though.
man.
That too.
And Mook not
I feel as
headlining
though
because
it
of
is
his
more.
recent work.
Okay.
He's headlining because of
They're your
history.
favorites
Like,
in that
stop.
order. Why don't you just say that?
You
These are
said
my
in
favorite
that
battlers
order.
in this order right
That's not
now.
because that's not the case.
That's a
That's not
fact, nigga.
the case. It's not the case. So then here,
So,
so
friend,
let me wait.
am I
But I got a question for y'all. So then if we went by like the talent and the skill, right? And if you battle somebody that choked every round, like how Swamp did with Clean or Stumbles, then that performance is diminished because you battle somebody that didn't rap. You know what I'm saying? So what? That's why.
Yo just put that choking shit
Nah,
on
but
That
look
Swamp's
was
though,
name,
friends,
though. That was
friends. I got you though,
crazy.
I don't
friends.
do that.
That
I
But
was
don't
it'll
do that.
be
crazy.
even
I
for
don't do that.
it'll be even for everybody though, friends. Come on now, it'll be like that for everybody. Like you just, you know what I mean? You trying to use clean and all that, but that ain't the only one my dog got. My boy got some hitters on his shit. Like he been working. Clean's still a name, but since we gave Mook them that, we got to get, you feel me, clean something too. And you know I fuck with you,
Yeah.
French. It's all love
Nah.
at the end of the
how
day.
do
But
you
right
guys
now I'm
how
on
do
your
you guys
nugget, bro.
suggest that
I'm
how do
on
you
your
suggest
nugget.
that they balance it out with the name and the talent, because you have
But this is
people
why
like
I
you
want
guys
to pick
said
your brain. Like I want to know what do you guys like. What do you guys want to see from us?
how do you guys
Do you guys
suggest
want us
that
to rank
moving
the name
forward?
going into the battle or these performances that you stand in front of?
no,
Because
I'm
real quick,
just
Right.
saying like
my
you
bad,
should.
Swamp. Because like show off. Shaw, for example, when you battle Trez, I would say he gave Trez damn near a 4 or 5 level performance.
Y'all gave the
Right.
Impact a 5, but y'all gave me and John a 4. That's what I'm saying. What weed is you smoking that you not giving
you
me?
And Show Off
Pass the blunt,
you
brother.
and Show Off had more impact in the culture than you and John. I'm just sorry, it did.
Bro, me and John had more impact in Atlanta than me and Show Off in Atlanta. When I walk around in the A right now, people stop me and talk about John shit just because of
Trez,
pay-per-view
events have more reach than app events.
Bro, you said Impact. Impact gets created how it gets created. Impact is cool, but when you book Chef Trez and John in Atlanta, that is an impactful place for the
bro.
crowd.
We're not
It's a
talking
different
about
kind of battle.
pay-per-view events, and we talking about Impact.
Bro,
nigga.
what impact did Easy and
Chef
Reed
versus
make then for that to be a
in
5?
Atlanta?
People
Bro.
call you and Show Off a battle of the year more than they did you and John. Like it's
that, and look, like, and that's cool too. So look, French, you should have gave both of them a 5.
Be real with you, Frank, respectfully. The
You
only
should have
person I
gave
ever
both
heard
of
say
them a
that was
5.
Show
Hell, you
Off.
talking
Nigga
about?
heard you. Everybody said that Trez beat the shit out of Show Off, bro. Nobody said that was battle nothing but Show Off. Everybody got Trez beat the shit out that man in that battle, bro.
That is a classic ass whooping from Trez.
Like, yeah, that is not no good battle. Shit, Show Off got his ass whooped, bro. I don't know what you be listening to. I don't see nobody saying they was battle of nothing. Everybody keeps saying Trez whooped that man ass, bro.
And that's fine. But
the only person I ever heard say that was me and Show Off going back and forth. Nobody has ever said that battle was a battle of anything besides Trez kicking his ass. That's all the fuck that was.
That's fine, but I feel like that performance from his Show Off battle had much more impact
you
than his John
like,
battle.
Okay, there you go. You
so
feel
this
like
is
there you
your
go.
list.
There you go.
So
You
are we
feel
doing
like,
impact?
Here we
okay,
go. Let's
there
get
we
down
Are you
to
the
it.
end all? Are you the end all be all,
You feel
French?
like. Let's get down to it.
Okay, hold on. It's not. I don't just feel this way just strictly off opinion. Like, I'm obviously on social media daily, so I see what's getting more clicks and traffic and what's being more talked about. Like, I am looking at.
Nah, you be on the following side. You got to go to For You. You got to see everything, brother. You're not open to the community.
Trez,
you got to be in the
Let me ask you. Do you think your John battle had more impact than your Show Off battle?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I get more questions and more praise about my John battle, and I know less people seen that battle just because of what it did and what it, like where it was. If me and John would have battled anywhere else, I can't say that. But when I tell you, bro, since I've been battling, niggas have been calling my phone, stopping me in grocery stores, stopping me here. Hey, you and John got a battle. You and John got a battle. When I say it's just a different kind of battle, you wouldn't understand that. So I can see why you would put Show Off higher. As far as just for the pay-per-view and Twitter, they were going crazy. I was kicking ass on pay-per-view. That's the last time y'all seen me on pay-per-view.
I'm starting to think France working for RBE because it's like he talking about Show Off, then he think Rosenberg Raw better than
you gotta get him out of his swamp.
Crazy.
That's a great allegation. I love it.
I don't know where you seen that.
Ron got me crying.
And that nigga Trez kicked his ass. Like, I don't know where you.
Nah, yo, France, your list pissed me off, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna make my own damn list today.
The only reason I was bull with it because it had me at 3. I fuck with the number, you feel me? But boy, you gotta.
I do have a question for y'all. I do have a question for y'all.
Most of my niggas is on there. I fucks with the list, but I don't fucks with the list. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
I was gonna ask. I really want to know. Like, I'm not trying to be condescending or nothing. Like, because there's no system that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I do have a question. I feel like when it comes in terms to trying to figure out how you would score someone on, like, let's say using a similar system, right? So if you have someone who we feel as though, not we feel, I'm gonna say y'all. I'm not saying no personal opinions, but people are saying like, all right, Mook is. And as far as stature-wise, his name is a 5, but people are arguing his talent level, right? Then you can argue someone whose name is not of that stature, but their talent level might be said 5, right? How do you guys propose that? Like you work something like that out? Because I hear what everybody's saying. I was just trying to figure out how to do.
I want to defer to you guys on that because I think
look, see 40. It's a glitch in the system. They ain't even got that part figured out yet. They only got one part figured out. 40. There's a fucking glitch in the system. 40. He can't even tell you what's wrong.
Man, they will never.
Fucking broken.
There will never ever be a 100% list ever. It's never gonna happen. No matter what y'all try to come up with, it's never gonna happen because this is an opinionated sport. So it's never gonna be accurate all the way.
I tell you what, The first thing y'all need to start with is stop putting Rosenberg Rawhide in any fucking body. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Yo, Swamp.
Crazy, bro. That shit crazy because, like, not only fuck who the fuck I'm battling, is you judging me or nah? So when you talking about me as just me, I've been kicking ass, 30 balls.
Like,
Fuck
we
that
honestly
shit.
can look at this
Then
list
to
and
come from
know.
last year, the only thing y'all was holding nuts about was the slipping, stumbling, this, that, and the third. I've been kicking ass on a consistent level from last year to this year and being better as a artist. Not slipping, not stumbling, and actually killing these niggas. Trying new shit and beating ass. And you got Rosenberg Raw.
Listen, when I looked at this list, I
That's a long
honestly
ass
said,
clap.
when I looked
That
at
was a
this
long
list,
ass clap.
I immediately said, yo, I shouldn't be in the top 10. I ain't had but 2 battles. And then I said, there's no way in hell Swamp should have been goddamn not top 5. But then I'm like, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with me. This is this man's opinion. I'm going to let this shit slide. And I'm going to just leave it. And I'm going to just move out the way.
I think
Hey, yo,
to
ass,
answer
fuck
your
that
question,
list.
40, I think with this specific list, I think status needs to be removed. Status got to be removed. There should just be skill set, right? Because somebody that you do have a 5, right? They could give you a 5 performance, but on the flip side, they last couple of performances could have been 2s or 3s. If you remove the status and just go based off of their history, I think we'll get somewhere. Like, this is the half point, so you go off of their battles, remove the status.
And we're talking about strictly their battles this
Yes,
year.
because this is the halfway point to
Because
this year.
so if he, that's what I was gonna do, and I'm not trying to argue for Mook. I'm just simply saying, do you guys feel as though Mook beat Big K?
No.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
He
well,
I
didn't.
ain't gonna front. I only
He
seen
didn't
2 rounds,
win,
and I
nor
don't
was
think
he
he won.
good.
I ain't gonna
okay. So
front, yo.
then,
I had Mook winning the first, and I had Big K winning the second too.
okay. See,
But
now
that's
I'm about to say because I don't really remember enough of it either. I was gonna go off of what the
So,
fuck y'all
like,
said.
listen, the
So
crazy thing is, listen how y'all talk about that battle. So why the fuck is it that impactful?
I guess because they
they talk to your
talking.
man France, bro.
Nobody don't even know what was said, bars or nothing. They just say Mook lost.
Nigga, HA, JK,
Hey France, what's up with this shit, bro?
Bro, what
All
the
I know is
fuck?
that nigga said something about Humpty
HI,
Dumpty falling
JK.
off the ball and shit. And
bring around the
ring
rosy
around the
cheeks.
rosy.
I
And
remember
Humpty.
that.
yeah, that shit was terrible. That's why I'm like, that nigga rap like a nigga that wouldn't make it in the Crucible. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you got him at the 5, bro. If he tried out for the Crucible with that shit versus Big K, all those battle rappers would be the judges. We looking at that
No.
Crucible
No.
nigga that rap that Mook shit like hell fucking no, bro.
No.
Hell no.
I hear you. I hear you.
So my
Y'all
thing is
prefer.
as
Y'all prefer.
media,
Y'all
why
prefer.
don't
Y'all
y'all do
Right.
that? Like that's something that's missing in battle rap, bro. Y'all will let the top niggas who got stature say anything, but then critique the hell out the crucible niggas if they ain't on 10 level motherfucker or all of us
Because
if
they
our
don't need an
material ain't the
interview
best.
from the Crucible nigga right now, Jack. They
Well,
scared they gonna
That
get
shit
the
well,
interview
we
once
crazy.
don't,
they
we
say
don't,
that the
we don't do interviews at all. So that doesn't apply to me.
But that's
But
some
like,
well,
crucible
it
niggas that
apply
got
to media,
debate,
man.
man.
It apply to
That's
media,
some
man.
mid tier
yeah,
niggas
I
that
think,
go
you know,
crazy, and y'all will take a
Listen,
nigga
man.
who got nothing
Media,
to drive
media
and put him
is
over
fans for
you, bro.
platforms.
Try to shut me down.
yeah, that's
But you're not
crazy.
gonna
I
tell
think
me,
that,
but you're not
no,
gonna
but
tell me
Try to
Hey,
shut my
France,
shit
right
yeah,
down.
because
what
you
the
can
rest of
talk
the
as
niggas
much as
that
your
put this
ass,
list
man.
together with you?
huh?
Yeah.
yeah,
What the what the rest of the niggas that put this list together with you
Yeah,
at,
they
man?
let you take all of the heat. What the rest of
No,
these niggas?
Shout out to friends keeping the
that's
even
that's
tempered. Y'all niggas
Nah,
done told
this
him to
nigga
shove
too
his
cool
list up
for
his ass
school.
and all
This nigga
kind of
cooler
shit.
than the other
He
No,
sitting
side of
France
the
a
here like
cool
pillow,
it's a
nigga,
man.
man.
simple
They
question.
had to send friends. They know friends are
Listen,
cool, and they
France
know
is
who
a
y'all
cool
fucking
nigga.
with for real. Where the rest of these
man.
Nah,
niggas at?
dead
We
ass.
don't even be
Y'all
France
done
knowing
been
who
like,
the rest
fuck
of these
y'all, yeah,
niggas
y'all, because I
is,
ain't
bro.
making
I
no
ain't
more
gonna hold you. We don't
motherfucker.
even be
Y'all
knowing
ain't
who all these
shit.
niggas is, Trez. We really just go friends.
France a good nigga, man.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fuck with
Me
friends.
too.
Ain't no
That's my
cap. So I
man.
can't even really go. I can't go too crazy. But he sent one of them niggas I don't know. Autistic as
Yeah,
fuck.
I always say, friends, you gotta send somebody besides you, man, because they send you because they know.
Trez said it's up.
My bad, y'all. But Smo works with France, and he wanted to come up, so let him speak
yeah,
really
yeah,
quick.
yeah. We got smoke for all
Nigga,
you
Okay, all
motherfuckers.
right. I got my rookie in the building, my staff writer Jay Smo, who helped me put this list.
Oh boy,
You know what I'm saying?
So,
He
listen,
not
hey,
gonna
so
let me.
on your
we
team, right, with him being a rookie, is he a 1 or is he a 5?
He's
Stop
he's
it.
he,
Hold on,
this
now
nigga
I ain't gonna
bolder
lie.
than a
I'm not.
motherfucker.
Hey,
Yes,
Jack,
he
he
is.
Let's do a media
I'm at
list.
least a
Hey,
3.
Let's
friend.
do a media
You a
list.
three, but we don't even know you.
This nigga
We don't
think
know
this
you.
shit
You
is
All
might
right,
be a
bro.
gay.
All
That's
right.
what
three.
he
Definitely a
think.
one,
That is
bro. Like
definitely
you a
a
one
fucking
out here,
three.
my nigga. I ain't
What?
gonna
Friend,
front, dog.
you gotta get
Let's do a
somebody else,
media
friend.
list
You
and
in the
on
Your
He
name,
said
NFL
your,
fuck
your
team,
his
the
name is
Super
stature.
Bowl
He
Joe
of
said
the
he got a
This
Schmo.
media,
You
stature.
nigga
bro.
a
He
don't
How
don't
even
the
one,
know
know
fuck
nigga.
you
what
what
a
the
the
fuck
fuck
three?
he
he
just
just
stepped
stepped
into.
into.
Fuck
This
Hey,
nigga
that.
bro,
don't
you
gotta
gotta
go
get
there.
Nigga,
Fuck
somebody
his
else,
Joe
friends.
stature.
I ain't gonna lie. I follow Joe Smo. I can't snap on Joe.
Yeah, I
I know
can.
who Joe Schmo
Schmo. That
is.
mean he a one.
Joe,
Hey,
Is it
Joe.
look,
Joe
Matter of fact,
Schmo or Jay
hold
Schmo?
up. I gotta go back and watch
Matter of fact,
Champion of
just
the
give me a
Year.
Jay
name
Joe
of the
Schmo.
nigga that's
Schmo
not in
might
here
have been the
throwing
Yeah,
up.
put
reason
an
I
O in there
lost to
next
Nitty
time.
last year, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He might have been the reason I lost to Nitty last year. I ain't fucking with you.
Oh, he was one of the niggas on
shit,
the panel last year?
I absolutely
Yeah,
was.
for sure, Joe
Oh
Schmo
yeah,
was
because there was a
on.
bunch of
shit.
niggas up there that I was
Hey,
like, who the fuck is these niggas? So you can't
Hey,
be
hold
three.
on,
You
Jack.
gotta
Hold
be
How
on,
is
Jack.
Joe
one.
Hold on,
Schmo on
Jack.
the fucking panel?
Hey,
Uh,
hold on.
uh,
Let me tell you something, motherfucker. Hey, listen, y'all some disrespectful motherfuckers over there at Champion. First and foremost, how the fuck was I number 7 after what I did last year? Number
Get
7. Now listen, not only that, y'all got this shit fucked up because
Get him.
it will make me say, okay, what kind of year do I actually have to have to win that shit?
you got a
Because
hundred.
nigga, if that rat they got me number 7, are you shitting me? Do you not hear Calico saying he need 2 months for Rum Nitty and I did it in 2 weeks? Are y'all shitting me? Like y'all
Man,
crazy.
Jay Black, get your ass up here. You ain't
These
slick,
niggas
nigga.
think
I see
We
you
they
every
see
like
you,
day,
nigga.
motherfucker.
fuck,
We
Get
ain't
your
hiding.
ass up here.
fuck
Get
going on.
your ass up. Hey, nigga, say you ain't hiding.
The
Get your
fuck see you over there,
He
nigga.
Jay
said you just
Black.
gotta rap and cross your fingers to get on that list, child.
man.
Jesus.
You
You got a
I
rap and
ain't gonna.
pray.
I'm gonna be real. If I don't make the list, at least anywhere to list this year, I'm pulling up to Philly.
test?
Real.
I'm pulling up, and I'm pulling up to the John with the John going to the John. I'ma holler
Yeah,
at
I
the John about the John, and if the John don't tell me what, yeah, it's like that.
see y'all about to have my niggas crashing out over this
Y'all
shit.
come out
Hey,
there, y'all
Nah,
come
Ag,
out
I'm
there
gonna tell you.
without
Nah,
one.
I'm
Jay
gonna
Black
be.
gonna start drawing.
I start going crazy because I'm like, you know what?
What,
Please
bro?
be off these
Hey, let's
lists.
do a
No,
media list, y'all.
Jay Black gonna start drawing. Y'all come
hey,
out
who?
there.
Hey,
I'm blaming Clay Crusher. It's your fault.
Hey, Jay Schmo. So, like, how the fuck do you got Rosenberry Raw higher than me and T Top?
As
And
spoken to
Nitty.
by
And
as spoken
Nitty.
to by France earlier, I think the big part that's hurting you, as we talked about, which sucks. You know, what I'm saying you've heard this before, is strength of schedule. And I know that obviously y'all talk about Clean is the one that people are a little upset about because Clean's got a name, and you could debate. You know, Clean could go up 2 or 3. I'm not mad at that. But with Stumbles, I think we knew walking into the battle
Up
that
to a
Stumbles is a low level
3.
comp.
Go
Like,
up
Up
to a
to a
3 is
3
crazy.
is fucking
Go up to a 3
ridiculous,
is
have
yo,
y'all
man.
Joe
seen have
It's
Schmo.
y'all
really
seen
not that
what
crazy.
Clean's
That's
been
why you
doing?
a one, my nigga. That's why you a one, because you saying shit like that. How can it Clean cannot go up to a 3, bro?
That nigga
He is
He
a
should
3.
not be no 2.
He
That's
is him,
fucking
bro.
out
A
of line.
4 or
that's
something.
You know what
to a
I think
one.
the
So, well, he's
difference
not a
is?
one right now. Is
Go
he a
up
2
to
right
a
now?
Four
3.
is
So
out of
we
I believe
line.
he's a
really be
2.
outside and the fans talk to us at grocery stores and like certain of us make certain names. Like when I get stopped, bro, niggas don't bring up Mook and Rock no more. Most of the time it's Rock and Arsenal. Like that's what niggas bring up when it's I say yeah I'm a battle rapper or they know me or it's an older nigga. They usually bring up Rock and Arsenal or stuff, bro. They don't bring up Mook and Lux no more. Like I don't and Clean come up too. Like history Clean one of them niggas. Like that's what I'm like. If Mook a
Bro, yeah,
five, Mook
y'all
Yeah,
a
here's
That's
the
what
wildin'.
I'm
thing.
five.
saying.
But
Niggas
y'all
be
talk
Go
trying
about
to
how
wildin'.
you
erase
Bro,
know
y'all
niggas'
wildin'.
history,
we talk.
bro.
Y'all got Mook as
Niggas
a
be trying
five
to
off of
erase niggas'
history, bro,
history
because
like
y'all
niggas
not doing
wasn't
that
them
off of
niggas at
skill.
a point of time, bro. Like niggas can't take back what niggas brought to this table or brought to the
If Mook
game.
get to
Like
stay
you
a
can't erase
five,
niggas'
Clean
history.
got to
But
be a
I
five if
heard
y'all
y'all.
doing that.
Trez said
We always
Trez
say
suggested
but
earlier.
Jack,
Y'all
where
said
you
there's a
on the
performance rate
you
should go in
on
there.
Wait,
995, nigga?
hey, so look, PK, right? If y'all gonna go by Mook old work, y'all gotta go by Clean old work, right?
Exactly.
So Clean was a
Do
fucking
clean
problem.
old
So
work
what
equal
we
Mook's old work
talking
though?
about?
Thank you, T Top. That's all I've been
What are we
saying, bro.
talking about? If y'all going
I
off of
thought
Mook,
we had wanted somebody else other than friends from Ltbr to explain. Ain't nobody really giving Jay Schmo a
Cause he
chance to
said that
explain how he even
craziness,
came up with what he
Tata.
came up
because
with.
he started
And
crazy, he
but
started
and you
he
can
said
feel how you feel. You can feel how you feel about what he
Nah,
said.
him in the
but give
stew
him the
is don't add up,
opportunity
child.
to explain why he's saying what he's saying.
Nah, I fucks
But
with Joe
You
a nigga
Smo.
right,
can't start a
Sasha.
story
That's
off
all
to
up.
me and say that the sky
You
is
right,
red.
man.
I'm
I
stopping
tell
the
you what,
story right there.
Clean
the
could
only
go up to a
explanation
I
two.
don't even
The
want to hear
three
the
is
rest of the
wild.
story when you once you say the sky is purple. I don't want to hear the rest of the
Yeah,
story.
that.
I want to know why the But Rosenberg Raw so fucking.
Nah, she right, bro. Look, fellas,
That's
let's
all
let.
my
Hey,
niggas
Well,
man,
all
hey,
we
call him out,
France did
D-Bro. Let's
explain.
let the
France
man
did
talk.
explain that it's averages, right? So the less you battle, the better your numbers probably will be because of the
So how
sample
many
size.
battles Queen
So if
had?
we
One
could click
female
on
battle has like
one
this.
thing I
That
would
should be
suggest
highly
people to
shit.
do, one thing I would suggest for people to do is actually not just look at the list, but click on the link, go to the website and see the breakdown. You don't have to agree with everything because I don't agree with everything. I wasn't even a part of this list. I focus on the ladies more so.
Yeah,
ULTBR?
absolutely,
I definitely,
absolutely, she
it
is.
definitely sounds
So
like it's about
that's
to
why
be.
we on here
Oh,
trying to
okay,
figure
all
out
right.
the list, though.
All
We
right,
asking
so there
I'm
questions
is
just
a
to
saying
figure
system.
out.
Hold up, there's
it's
actually
not
a
like
system.
Fran sat down and just came up with some
God,
shit. It's not like he sat down and just came up with some shit. Go look at
That's
it.
why we
And you
asking
don't
questions,
have to
though.
agree with everything
Yeah,
on
I
there,
looked at
but
it.
some of
I
that
looked
shit
at it.
is right.
Tata. You gonna say he ain't sit down and
I
come up
looked
with
at
some
it.
But
shit?
that's
Then
why
who
we
made
asking
that shit
questions.
up?
If we
He
don't
didn't
ask
because
questions, we never
Rock,
gonna
Rock, you
know.
know I love you and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap.
Tata, who made
When we do this type of shit, we literally be on a
They didn't
Zoom
even call
or we
you
be
this
on a
time,
big ass
Tata.
call because I don't focus on the men on the power rankings. I only focus on the ladies with that.
And I
Bullshit,
hope
man.
that
He
it don't
said,
That
go the
this is
same
this is
way.
their thing. I'm just explaining to y'all that one person didn't come up with this. It is something that they sit down and talk about. It's something that's taken seriously, something that's not taken lightly. Nobody on my team will want to disrespect any of y'all. We respect y'all, we value what y'all do, and we try to bring light to it. It's never gonna be a perfect list. And I also think when we got a lot of critiques, we should also have a lot of suggestions to make it better.
Listen, Tata, that system is the
No,
same for the ladies.
that's why we in here just asking, though. That's facts. That's
Short and
facts.
shit, but the mother claps me long.
The system is the same for the ladies, Tata.
Well,
No, now this system he came up with, this is new.
yes,
This is a new system he was trying to come up with, put numbers on something so people don't feel like it's biased. So people don't feel like it's just coming from, oh, this is my favorite, so I'm just gonna put them up there.
But once you start putting it do seem biased once you start putting niggas at a 2 or 1 like a clean paper. Like if
but
every
this don't.
every
I do.
battle rapper in here can say,
Top. I do
yo,
want to. I do.
y'all bugging, we
I ain't
put
gonna hold
4,
you, Top.
3 or 4.
It's some people I feel like a number could be up or down. Like I feel like I fuck with Saflare, but I feel like he more like a 3 for me right now. But that's just one number off.
And
That
don't
number
forget, don't
off
forget, don't
matter.
forget this. It's just don't forget though. It's so,
But
but
it's
it,
just not one person. You
and
feel me? It's a
keep in
collective.
mind it's one category competition. There's still your performance and material impact. So like you can have a battle that you were really good at that didn't have a lot of impact. Like I think you're like
I feel like your material and what I feel like rapping is the least part of the
And
qualifications
it
of how is how you
on
rap.
all of these
I mean, all
lists,
three of them is
that's
there's
what
equal.
I
it
feel like
opportunity.
boils down to,
you gotta
bro.
be a big name on paper. You gotta battle a big name on paper. That's 2 out of 5 categories that ain't got shit to do
With
with my skill
rapping,
set
yup.
already.
That's all these lists,
That's crazy.
that's what it boils down to. It's becoming rapping is never the number one
Y'all
thing.
leaving 1 category for
Everything
rapping
else
or 2
takes over
categories for
rapping.
rapping?
Hey, I ain't even see the breakdown. I'm cool.
There's 3 categories,
And
Bro,
and
they
one
got
of
a
them is
excuse
breakdown
for
right
performance and
here,
that
man,
is
is,
bro. They
bro,
got a
rapping,
battle
breakdown
rapping
with the
is
performance
not
rate.
numbers.
just rapping. And
Yeah,
I,
but
I
Ab,
get
I'm
that.
sure
And that's why
they got
I
you
say
above
I'm saying is
Rosenberg.
clean.
I'm sure you ain't got a problem.
I bet not. Hey, listen. I bet not.
They got you above Rosenberg,
I
nigga.
bet
You sure you ain't got a problem?
because anything else would be
How
a
about
lie.
this? How about this, guys? Av doesn't know the system, so can I explain it to Av and can we try to see if he plugs in his numbers? This is
I, really,
and
I don't really care,
I
bro.
know you don't care, but
You,
I just want to just as an example. Can I explain it to you? You give me a number for your rating, and let's see if it matches with the same number that I have for you since you haven't seen it. Can we try that? All
go
right,
ahead.
cool. So it's gonna be 1 through 5, right? You battled Truffaut as a competitor. What would you give Truffaut 1 through 5?
About a 2 or 3
Okay. Now the performance you gave Truffaut, what would you give it between 1 to 5?
pound
Huh?
what?
5.
Nigga
Oh,
said a
pound.
pound.
Oh, like a
All right.
5, he said.
Okay. Okay. The impact you had for that battle, 1 through 5, what would you give it?
About a 3.
Okay. All right. Cool. Clone, 1 through 5, what would you give him?
Clone like a 4. Clone one of them niggas for real.
Okay. Performance for Clone, 1 through 5.
Clone
Your
performance?
performance against Clone.
Oh, my performance against
Yeah.
Clone? Oh, about a 4. About a 4, definitely.
Okay.
I want to say 5. To be honest with
Okay,
you, I
and your
was performing like a
and your
motherfucker.
impact, what you gave it, 1 through 5.
The impact of the
Yes.
battle. It won't crazy. About like 3 because it ain't like we got a story or nothing. We just two niggas that wanted to battle. Like,
All right, so we have a little bit of different numbers, but mostly the same average. Because I gave Clone a 3, you gave him a 4. I gave your performance a 5, you gave it a 4. I gave your impact a 4, you gave it a 3. So you see how like maybe one number might be off in certain areas, but it still comes to the same score.
yeah, I don't be
It sounds
tripping
No,
about
like
the
I know,
numbers.
I know.
battles need to be the medium for real.
I just want to show y'all that like even if y'all plug in the same numbers, yeah,
Oh, I get it now. I get it. I get it.
like it'll. I promise you, if you put the same numbers to it, you will dead ass have the same results we have. I promise.
Hell no, ask me
All
something.
right, all right,
Hell yeah, ask me. I'm gonna make sure my shit
Ask me
let's do
easy.
it. All
something.
right,
Come
let's
on,
do it.
nigga.
Let's do it.
I
Come
tell you.
on,
All right,
Fred. I want for the challenge.
all right.
Come on.
Twerk 1 through 5.
The name? Oh, 5.
Okay, I got a 5. Performance 1 through 5.
I give him a 4.
I gave you a 5. Now,
Oh, you said
Your
mine or twerk?
performance.
Oh,
Yours.
no, I told you, bro. I'm 5s across the board. Don't ask me about
okay.
me. Ask me about my.
All right. So then, what's the impact you would give it? 5 or 4? The twerk battle.
I get that motherfucker a 5 for the simple fact everybody thought I was finna die, and me doing what I did really put me somewhere else, as far as on the respect level. Cause y'all was
Right.
tripping. Trez battling Twerk. Why you get this better?
Yo,
I
every
was
time they
on
match
like
that nigga up with somebody,
the outcome
niggas
of the
supposed to
battle might
drop
have humbled
dead or
y'all a little
something,
bit, so
nigga.
y'all
Like,
couldn't talk about it how y'all wanted to, because the outcome wasn't what everybody thought it was gonna be. That's what it is. Y'all be expecting certain things when it don't happen, it just go on mute a little bit. But
I can
yeah,
see that.
5.
All right.
What else? Talk
All
to me.
right. So you gave yourself 555. We gave you 554. You also.
Y'all hating, bro. Can you imagine me losing the championship game by 1 point? Could you imagine me losing by 1 point? No, I'm just
just
playing,
one.
bro. It's
Just
all
one.
love,
Yeah.
fool. You
No.
feel
It's
me?
cool. It's cool. I'm not tripping. I like this. I'd rather talk about this than the bowl game. You feel me? So.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to a lot of us, we gonna have, you know what I'm saying, like around the same ballpark of numbers. I think the real issue is when we get to talking about the
The
niggas with
names.
high stature below scale type
Yeah, I ain't gonna start these with these lists. It's always gonna be
shit.
debates, good ones
Facts.
too. You gonna get you
I
a good
think the
debate.
biggest
You
problem.
put the bullshit list
Mhm.
like this up.
Yo, and we talking battle rap.
He
That's the
put
main
this shit
thing.
up just for a debate, son.
Yeah, the biggest
For real.
problem
Yeah.
I mean, like,
is
I
y'all
mean,
got
You
Mook
know,
at
it
a
is what
5.
it
That
is.
shit kills me. That shit really irks me that y'all got him.
France.
all right.
Hey, France,
So
did you answer that? Why you got Mook at a
yeah,
5 at this
it
day
was
and
a
age?
big debate between stature and talent, and we just came to the discrepancy that like everybody prefers us to judge it by skill set over name, and that's fair. That's fair, but I just feel like that becomes wild subjective because what if somebody in media doesn't think somebody's skilled? Like I hear people say Av's not a performer. Av's a brilliant performer. The fuck? So like
Fuck the people. Fuck the
I'm just
people.
saying. I think skill set is. I think it's easier to be objective with name than it is skill. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I tell you what, y'all ain't using no skills putting Rosenberg Raw.
He on that shit. He on that shit.
Yeah, he on that shit.
He fucked up.
And that nigga is
Away.
trash though, and he lost bad. Like,
Bruh,
what do y'all do?
hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That shit must be like, bruh, you don't like Carolina or something? Cause me and T Top 14 and 15, bro. We the dead last
Swamp, I
one,
had you too last year in Cody. Like you my guy, Swamp. We've written about you plenty of
bruh.
time. You're my
I
guy.
don't give
Like,
a fuck.
but
I
so
don't. I ain't
Hey,
gonna
he
lie. I
said
don't give.
he went two last
Listen,
year.
I don't give a rat's ass about last year because
Last year
y'all,
is dead and gone,
y'all
motherfucker.
niggas had me
Fuck
at
you
number
talking
7.
about?
Y'all had me at number
Yo,
7.
friends, why don't y'all put the ranking next to them?
That shit got me really think y'all gonna trip for life because y'all had me at number 7 for champion and look at this list right here. I think y'all really just on
Put
some
they ranking
bullshit.
up. Is Mooka, they based on your schedule and based on your rankings, they a 5. Mooka and Big K is 5, 4 point something and 5.
what we talking about?
Your list.
No, but what names?
Mook and Big K.
Mook and K.
Okay.
Oh no, my fault. Who's the first two? Is that the first two?
Yeah.
So do y'all think
Big
this
K
move
and
just
Easy.
gonna
If
forever be a
are they
5?
5 or like 4.8?
Oh, them individually. I
Yeah.
think they're both 5. I think they're both 5.
But you do an average, right? Like you average it out. So why can't you just throw their average right next to them and shit?
The average is there. The average is there. It says the average rating. The average is there.
Is it kind of
Oh,
like
I gotta go
Mook and
inside. Where? It's
Yeah,
where?
yeah. At the bottom of everybody's resume, you see what the
Oh, okay.
average
I see you.
the average is.
I see you.
so let me ask you this: Will there ever be a time where like a nigga like Mook won't be 5, or is that just something that he
Well,
just gonna
no,
forever
I
have?
mean I think that's worth exploring because I feel like I think a couple other names like Clips, who's inconsistent, Arsenal, who's obviously Arsenal. I don't think they perform at 5 levels, but they're always going to be 5 level names. You know what I'm saying? So
But okay, so if
All
Clips
right,
at
That's crazy.
now,
Danny
hold up. The
ranking
fact
is
that
a
you said that, I
1.75.
kind of get that. Hold up, right there, I kind of get you. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I
hell
kind of
no.
get you as far as niggas being high level names but not performing to that level. I kind of
yeah,
understand
and
it.
going into the battle, I don't know what version of them I'm going to get, so I have to only go by
But that's what I'm saying. Not everybody still got the same hunger as me. I've been in this shit since I was 16. I'm about to be
I,
36 next year.
I
20 years in
I
this shit.
agree, and you never you
Not everybody gonna have the same hunger as this
you
shit for like me. Like you know what I'm saying? So like niggas
So
that
that's
been in
why
it
niggas
10 plus.
shouldn't always have the same number no matter what. You earning your shit still to this day.
Nah, but I
Right
don't.
now.
I don't.
That's why I'm saying I understand what you're saying, but so it wouldn't make sense to keep a nigga like
Yeah.
Mook at a 5.
If
Yeah.
he know he good,
Nah.
And then if you go say Clips being inconsistent, but you counted that as why Rosenberg is higher than other motherfuckers because his level of competition, when his level of competition really ain't been what he's supposed
Right.
to be. So why the fuck is Rosenberg Raw higher than
Right.
me?
That's why I'm saying if you take away the name and just go based off of their last performances, I think it'll be a little smoother. Even though we got Clips at a 5, if you go based off his last performances, which I'm not sure, did they live up to that 5, or is now this is a 3 or a 4
no
now?
no I mean
I appreciate a
yeah
suggestion. Thank
yeah
you, E Hart.
yeah I
Hmm.
mean prior to the Rosenberg battle, Clips hadn't been at a 5 for a while. You know,
But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
I
that's what I'm
haven't
saying.
seen, so I was just really asking because I'm not really in tune with the last
I
battles.
think
But yeah, was he a 5?
he was he was
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was
Hey,
Mook a
let me ask
5
you this,
though?
Trey.
he was
Let me
yeah
ask you.
yeah
Let me ask you this, Trey.
yeah.
Um, give me one of Rosenberg Raw bars.
this nigga Trump ain't letting this shit go.
Give me one of his bars or something that stood out to you since he been cutting up and higher than me on the list. What?
Anthony Davis ball was tough. If I pull this, I ain't playing nothing. I ain't playing with nothing. That shit was dope.
What he said? What he said?
I forgot the full bar, but he said, Anthony Davis, if I pull this, I'm not playing with you. So I'm not playing with nothing, something like that. That
Okay.
bar was tough. You asked for a bar. You asked.
Bro, you go to hell with that damn shit. You know how many motherfuckers talking about Ben Simmons, I ain't playing. Anthony Davis, I ain't playing. That is the determined fact.
What
Y'all
were
gotta
they
I
hey,
mean,
I'm
injured?
it
telling
was
you.
They was
actually
injured or
it was
something?
actually Anthony Davis. Soon as you think I'm playing, I
There
pull
we go.
something. That's the
Oh
bar he's
yeah,
talking about.
injury. Okay.
Yeah, y'all pull one on me. That what y'all did. The fuck is that, bro? Y'all talking about what the fuck is that, man? Is y'all shitting me? No. No, sir. Hell
So
nah.
what I've learned today is y'all prefer us to judge their skill or their recent performance over their name, right?
Duh.
Okay,
What the
Hey
done.
yo, did you just ask
No,
that?
Duh.
Did you just ask that?
I'm just
Frank, you ain't just
Oh shit. Oh shit.
you ain't do that in front of all these goddamn
I'm just
people.
getting on the record. Getting on the record. That's all.
Not in front of all these goddamn people you asking.
You
So y'all really want us to
By
judge
your
them on
skills?
rapping? That's what
Nah, we want you to judge niggas off of how they dressing. Fuck it.
My
We don't care about
niggas
how they
drip
rapping.
and
Just off the
shit.
outfit, just judge them off that.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga who look the bummiest win.
All right.
uh,
What would you guys rate? No, I don't want to say no names. I don't want to do all that
did you
because it's gonna get weird. But I just feel there's a lot of names that just are high level names, but not high level performers right now. You know,
I
so
think
it's
I don't think it I don't think it should be weird, guys, right? Because like we're all in a competitive sport where we say the worst shit to each other when we stand in front of each other. Why is somebody telling you your shit trash hurting your feelings? Like why? I'm just asking how niggas can
Yo,
say
look,
fuck
look.
you and all this shit, but then when a nigga say, yo, that shit was kind of not good, we get mad. Like, why?
Yo, the truth hurts, yo. When your shit ain't good, and you know that shit ain't good, and the nigga tell you that shit ain't good, that shit make you mad, don't it? You're damn fucking right.
Next nigga that get mad when a fan, a supporter, a follower tell them they shit is ass is telling me that you believe your shit is ass, man.
Gotta be
Right.
ass.
That shit ass.
Friend,
Facts.
Yo,
I got a suggestion. So like the competition is one category, right? But y'all saying name, you saying name versus the skill level. Why don't you just average out the two numbers for that and make it the competition number?
that's possible. Like, can you average out like the name that you're battling versus the performance they gave you, type shit? Like, I kind of like that.
Where y'all
Yeah,
got B
because
Magic at?
I like
Where,
that a lot,
where
actually,
y'all got
Lizzo.
B Magic at? Like, what is the number that y'all would give B Magic?
What the fuck?
But shut the fuck up.
No, it's a good question. What would y'all
Yeah,
rate B
because
Magic? 1 through
because we
5?
not gonna act like he's not one of those names. So don't tell me that he's not a 5
Oh, I
and
want
y'all
to talk
going off of
about
his
my fault.
past battles because it's really contradicting shit. Where do y'all got B Magic at?
you talking about skill or name wise.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. They don't
It's
know.
about to get
We're
ugly.
talking about skill
No,
until they get to a number 5. And then it all goes out the window. So where's B Magic?
yeah, B Magic's
All right,
gotta
I
be.
think you had the best
We'd
idea.
probably have ranked him around 2 or 3, realistically, when we was doing this list. Because as we see, the definition of number 2, veteran or up and comer with inconsistencies, and that's a lot of where those inconsistent opponents that we put is. Like for instance, Clean is definitely a
Okay,
vet.
so
Nobody going to debate that. Is anyone going to debate if Clean's inconsistent?
okay, yeah, but do you see
Toughness shit, J Mouth.
J Smo where it's inconsistent how 1 through 4 is based off skill set and then you get the 5 and it's just based off your name?
Yeah, a couple people it looks like get credit for it. Looks like we're kind of ignoring their
Right.
inconsistencies because their name might be a little bit bigger, and it's definitely not like the perfect
Okay.
system. But there's a lot of guys that got vet names that we all know are wildly, more inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? A B Magic, a Clean, a Big T, even though he's not on this list. There's a couple of vets that we know that have really, really dropped compared to some guys like Clips that
That's
we all know
nasty.
Clips has had his bumps and bruises, but I don't know, will we compare Clips and B Magic on the same level? Will we compare Clips and Clean on the same level? It's a real question.
Yes.
I would like kind of say, yeah, man.
Yes.
If we're talking about skill set, that's where the
They do the
inconsistency
same
comes
shit.
up. Yes, that's where the skill set
I would
comes
put him
in. I
above in
wouldn't put
skill
them
set
at a
too.
2 though.
That's fair. I mean, like I said, 2 or 3, but I wouldn't put Clips on the same level as either of those two individuals. Although all of them have a name, I think there's rank within those names as well. Like, obviously, all of them are legends in their own right, but I would say that Clips has definitely had a much more successful career in recent memory and overall than a Magic or a Clean. I don't think there's much of a debate for that on the skill set front, or if we just did it by name and status.
I think Hart had the best idea in just judging niggas off of they last showings and shit like that. Because if you're doing it like that, then you're gonna get the most accurate reading.
Last 4 to 5 showings, would y'all say? Because I feel like doing 1 or 2 might like really make it a little too in the moment. Because I'm not against that. I think a
Right
good
now,
ones to be
yeah, the last
debated.
4 or 5 makes sense
Yeah,
because a person
But
can have one good battle right after they just had a horrible one.
but is it the
right.
last 4 or 5 if you're
Like
doing a
Clips was
year
terrible
thing?
against Jazz, but he
You
was
can't
alright
do that
against
if you're talking
Rosenberg.
about a year. Like if you like this the first 6 months, you can't go all the way back to the last 4 or 5. You can only go with the battles in that 6 months, like it say at the bottom of y'all flyer joint. So you
So you
can't
would
just
want
go
us
all the
to
way back
assess
to the
clips of
last.
what
You
he's done
can't go
this
back
year.
to
But
last year to
yeah,
be
you
Yes.
would
like
have to go
to make
back
it
to
4 or
last year.
5.
You
You
would
got to
have to
say you
though.
only got this
You would
last six
have to
months.
reference last year just because what are you gonna do for the first battle of the year? You would have to reference, the last year. You would have to. So I would say three,
Then the
four
list ain't a this
battles.
Nah,
year
if
list
if you
then.
only had one battle for the year, then
Bruh, if you
Then
got a
that then
battle
you
in
can't reference
January, what are
last
you
year
what are
because
you
then you're
assessing
making
that
a
battle
last
Because we
against?
year's
couldn't even
list.
assess Mook's strength of schedule if we
Right.
can't go
If
by
he
anything that
has a
happened last year. We
battle
got
in
one battle last year.
January,
That's
what
it.
are you gonna assess that battle against? It would have to be against
I
the
feel,
prior year.
but see, this is why I'm asking because I feel like I only got one 3 round battle this year, so it's like that makes sense why I'm not on the list because I only got one 3 round battle. So it's like you ain't even done enough 3 round battles to even be considered a part of the list, all right, cool. But for me, it's like if at the bottom of this flyer it say this is accumulated over the last 6 months of work, then we can't go back to last year. It don't make sense. That don't even make sense to use the influence of last year if we're strictly
Jack,
talking
what
about
is
this
gonna
year's
We're
work.
talking about
happen?
the competition, not
So
their
Jack,
year.
what's gonna happen in January when people have their first battle? What battle are they gonna go back to look at?
But this my thing, and you had a first battle. We shouldn't be making no list off of everybody having one battle. We should be waiting until
Okay,
they
so
got
now
about
in
2 or
June,
3
do
going
we go
forward down a
in
year. You feel what I'm
June
saying?
when
Like,
we go back and look at your first battle? What are we putting it up against? It can't be the
the
battles
other battles
after
that you
that.
had. No, this is what I'm saying. If this is what I'm trying to understand. At this point, it sounds like we're getting to a point where we almost want to talk in totality. If we talk in this first 6 months of the year, you can only use what was done in the first 6 months of the
But
year.
Jack, if the person has 2 battles, right? If the person got 2 battles from January to
To
right,
now,
and we're going to rank them, what are we assessing to rank them?
the 2 battles.
No,
What else is there to assess? If we about to rank you off of what you're doing
Okay,
this
so look,
year, we're only gonna, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but now because they're taking into consideration your opponent's rank, right? So let's say you have 2 battles, your opponent had 2 battles. What we have to give your opponent a rank before the battle.
That can only be off of stature. Then at the top of
No,
the
it
year, you
shouldn't
make a
be
list
off of
like
stature.
you like
It
for
shouldn't.
example, Hart, like in sports. At the top of the year, if you go on ESPN, they make a power ranking of what they think. Then as the year goes, they make the ranking of what's actually happening. So it's like in January, no one battles yet. All right, off of last year, we assume that going into the first 6 months, it may end up being a Rocket
There we
number
go, Jack.
1,
Right there.
Swamp
That's it.
2.
Right there.
No, but what I'm saying is nobody has battled yet. These are just prediction
Right. That's
power
it.
rankings.
That's it, Jack. You got it.
But once niggas start battling, you can't go off your predictions. You have to go off of the 2 or 5 or 1 or 4 battles that niggas have in that 6 months. That power ranking list was just a foreshadow. Now that we're actually rapping and doing battles, Jack has 1 battle. I don't have enough to even try to qualify, most likely, as far as 3-rounders. A nigga like Rock and Swamp and Top who got more than 1. All right, now you make up their averages of the battles that they've had this year so far.
Then
you don't go back to last year. You know what I'm saying? If it's for this
No,
6
I get
months.
what you're saying, but if you do it like that, then it's really no need to be ranking your opponent then. Just go off of what they have done. Then it's no need for an opponent rank.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No
I
doubt.
don't like the whole Rocker 5 and Swamper 4 and I don't like
Nope,
that
I
shit.
get it.
Just go off of the
I get it.
battles.
That's another
Yeah, just
idea.
go off of what did you do in your battles? Like, did you do good? Did you go crazy? Did you die? Was you the nigga that killed the nigga? Was you like that's what should move you? What's hindering certain people was the fact that, oh, you killed the low level nigga. That don't mean my material on a fucking 100. Like, fuck as you mean? So now you taking away from my material because I battle what you would consider someone new, like a klutz. So now it don't mean as much type shit. And just as this an example, let's say Rock and Top battle, but it was lackluster because they stature is so high, their numbers are naturally gonna be higher than me beating the dog shit out of my opponent. I'm already at a
But they'd be
disadvantage.
ranked down to performance and material.
Yeah, but the performance and material will be ranked down, and the impact will be ranked down, so it'll balance out there.
But I'm saying though,
But it's still not
I agree
fair.
with
He
you,
got
Jack.
up there, niggas got
I'm
up
not
there and
mad at
stunk
that.
it up while I went crazy. Like, fuck a balancing it out. Boy was ass. I was the shit. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be no balancing out. And what helps him balance it out is his stature. Like, no, bro, on this card, on this night, you were fucking ass. On this night, I was ass and Rock was the shit. There shouldn't be no fucking, well, Jack is Jack, so you know it kind of balances out. No, bro, I was ass. Like, what are we talking about? I was
I agree.
trash.
yeah,
Not mad at
and
eliminating that category altogether.
I
Yes,
agree.
the
I
stature
agree.
shouldn't be in there.
That's y'all
first,
saving niggas to me. That's how y'all are saving niggas is by saying hey, he got dog walk, but you know he Jack, he a 4, so you know then I still end up higher than someone who was going crazy, which y'all might consider a 2 or a 3, because a few more points for me over my stature helped me. No, on this night, on this day, this nigga Flair Soul was the shit and Jack wasn't. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? There's nothing else to talk about. We don't
And
need to
then
play no
like
averaging game to be like, well, you know, Jack has been here, the impact of the Goonies, and you know, he started the bows, and so you know, when we do the numbers, you know, his stature kind of helps him from his performance because of the rest of his. No, bro, I was ass, and boy was like that. Fuck, are we talking about? That's where it's getting fucked up at, because it's like I could be ass, but
Niggas
we
want to
might
make
average
stats
out
out of a
because
statless game. That's what's going on.
yeah. Yeah, it's like he could be better than me that night, but the numbers show that maybe I was 1 point off from him because my stature is what helped pick me up. Like, that's fucking trash, bro. If a nigga was nice that night and he was the top nigga, he's the top nigga. He need to get all of he got a 5. Rock Wild Out went viral, all that shit this night. 5. Jack was up here and he stunk it the fuck up. 1 or 2. What the fuck else do we need?
yeah,
Ask you a
and then
question.
like Rosenberg Raw 0.
Go ahead, Smo. Go ahead, Smo.
100%
So
zero.
Jack, I want to ask you. So let's say you have a great debatable with like a top tier. I mean, obviously you already beat T Top in a judge stream, but let's say that's just a great debatable that happens on a gnome or something like that, right? And then let's say you got to win like Oops, where I mean you smoked the shit out of Oops. You know what I'm saying? Which one do you think values more? Because while one of them
I
the
missed the
margin is
second one.
crazy.
I missed the second one. My bad. My wife.
Your Oops battle. So like, let's say you smoke Oops, right? But over here you got a great debatable with T Top. Obviously, the result of smoking an opponent is a wider margin. Like, that's crazy. But Oops is not like you could debate. It's harder to like have a great debatable with T Top, one of the top professionals on the top tiers, than it is to smoke someone like a Oops. So in an extreme, like you're saying, I understand. A lackluster battle shouldn't be over a body, but you could body someone. And it's easier to have a debatable with someone that's great than body someone that you're much better than. And I feel like that's what we're trying to account for.
All right, so this is how I would look at it, right? I would look at it as Jack versus Oops. You got it as a body. So what would you rank a body? Like on that 1 to 5 scale, what would you rank a body? Off of your example.
They don't do that.
I mean, in terms of we don't rank just the result though. Like we don't rank like it's a 2-1 or
the battle, Jack.
But we rank performance and material. So we obviously rank performance of what he did.
That's kind of swimming around. That's kind of swimming around what I'm saying. Because if you can, in this analogy, if you could say that I bodied him off of my performance, if I bodied him, are you giving me what you giving me on 1 through 5?
But we don't have for you on a result score. I think it's probably a 3 or a 4 achievement. Your performance. Oh, well then your individual material in that battle, I'd say is a 4 or a 5. Like that was high level material. That was a great showing.
And then when it comes to
the debatable with T Top,
a debatable with T Top. With the material, what would you rank that?
That was one of your best. But that was a really good performance. The material is going to meet up. You were great in both battles. But the thing is, I feel like it's harder to be great against a top team, like in the big fights, than it is to beat someone that you're probably a couple rings above. Now, you don't just we don't throw it to the side. You know what I'm saying? But what would you rather take? The great debatable gnome battle with the top tier, or bodying someone that you're better
feel
than?
like he would rather you just rank the battle, like instead of putting all
But
the
we rank the material
in there,
too. We rank the material too, though. But it matters who you fight too.
But why does he have to take one or the other? Why he can't just take both as being good wins and rank with him?
But we would score it as good, but one would be scored better than the other.
Hold on, let me answer this since you asked me, right? This is my thing. I look because this is how I look at battle rap. I don't be looking at it like, oh, you smoke Oops and then you had a debatable with T Top and T Top's more difficult than Oops. It's more so like, bro, Oops could fuck around and beat anybody on any given day just like I can. So just judge the battle, bro. Like y'all be doing too much. Oops didn't beat people that y'all view higher than me when y'all go to y'all stature shit. So it's like, that's why I'm like, just take that shit out, bro. Judge the battle. Judge the performance of the battle and the end result of the battle, because I can also say in the same breath, bro, Oops didn't beat somebody that y'all consider higher than me and T-Top, or had a great debatable with him. So what makes him not a formidable opponent just as much as a T-Top, bro? Because I've seen T-Top beat niggas better than me. But you feel like I beat T-Top. But I've seen T-Top beat niggas better than me. I've seen or that y'all view better than me. You know, we individually all think we the best. Or I've seen motherfucking Oops beat niggas that's viewed as higher stature than me. But when I beat him, it wasn't that I should automatically be battling them. Or when I beat T-Top, it wasn't I should automatically be battling niggas that y'all view higher than him. It's not like y'all did that either. So it's just battle. It's just judge the battle for what it is instead of all of this extra, because anybody can lose to anyone one on any given day, bro. Like that's the thing I think y'all missing when y'all do this stature and all of that shit. Like, bro, Av can have a whole fucking year of battling niggas that's under me, and then you be like, yo, Av is kicking ass. Then we battle, and let's just say I happen to win. What you gonna say? He was formidable, but then you gonna leave out all of the other opponents that he did beat? Like, no, that shit sound crazy to me.
I mean, but we wouldn't not score your other win. I just feel like, and listen, that's just my personal opinion. As we see, it's a few other battlers here that have your opinion, so it's something we want to take into account. We always want to make this shit better, but I believe that there is some opponents that are harder to beat than others, and there is.
But that's
some of
skill, not stat. Like if you really sit down with the battlers have a different list because we looking at skill. We not like the name is for the booking for y'all. Like to be real with you, the name shit that's for y'all. The skill shit is what we have to fucking
skill
worry
is more
about.
accurate, but the only issue for that is if we start doing it by skill, I feel like there's gonna be backlash no matter what. But it gets so subjective that if y'all are getting on us for how we rank stature, imagine how when we start ranking skill when we're not rappers. Oh my god!
Wait, y'all got a list? The battlers have a list.
I don't think we do, but we should make one. Shit.
I hope y'all do.
You good, Tata?
Like the thing about skill, Jack.
I'm good. I want to see what y'all think. I want to see how y'all come up with stuff because we ain't battlers. We don't have a skill. We don't have a skill set that y'all have.
Friends, hit me and let's put together a panel of battle rappers and do a list versus a panel.
I think that would be fire hard.
Versus a panel of LTBR doing
male and female.
That would be fire.
What's up, friend? France, when we get off here, hit my line. You know how we rock, bro. Let's put that together.
Listen, hey, France and Yoshimo and Tata. Listen, I just want to ask this. When y'all seen Rosenberg Raw versus Clips, y'all wanted to see, bro? That's something y'all said, okay, this one of them ones right here.
It was a good battle. I mean, he lost.
No. I'm talking about when
he died.
When you seen
he died in the third, but he ate his first 2 rounds.
Bro, it only take one battle. It only take one round to die. Y'all be picking and choosing, bro.
All right.
There is a such thing, bro. I got 1 round knocked
Jack
out,
said,
bro.
Jack said it happened to me. Y'all got me fucked up.
I'm talking about
you was cooking, Jack. You was cooking before that shit.
There's a such thing as 1 round knockouts, bro. I got hit with a 1 round knockout in that second round, bro. The building had me winning 1-0. That nigga second round killed the fucking battle. It was over. Clip's third round killed that shit, bro. There's nothing else to talk about. He died. There's such things as 1 round knockouts in this shit, bro. And I want the first one to get 1 round knocked out.
I don't disagree with you, but Swamp and Jack, back to the skill thing. Like again, like we don't rap. We're not the battlers. So we can't gauge skill like y'all.
No, friends. Not back to no fucking skill. Back to what the fuck I asked. When y'all see the flyer that said Clips versus Rosenberg Raw, y'all said this one of them ones right here. This is how I anticipated, and this is one that I'm ready to see.
It's gonna be an impact.
Hell no.
Y'all didn't to be honest, on that card, y'all didn't give a fuck about nothing but one battle. The crazy thing is that will help elevate Rosenberg on this damn list because y'all looked at it as a impactful battle when truth be told, nobody ain't give a shit about nothing but Clip's third round, to be honest.
Gotta watch that.
All the way honest.
So like when you get down to that point, how the fuck is Rosenberg Raw hiding me on your fucking list is what I'm asking. There's no way.
Best friends.
What's your average? Because they got Danny with a 1.74. What's your average on the list?
I'm the last person on the list. So, like, what do you think my average is?
Is Danny on the list? No, I gotta be higher than Danny.
Danny Myers is not on the list.
Bro. Danny not on the list.
But I still see his average is 1.75.
Yeah, but the crazy thing, I think a power ranking to me is a nigga that's outside cutting ass actively, not picking and choosing, waiting every 5 to 6 months or this, that, and the third. A power ranking is a nigga that's out there flexing his power. You know what I'm saying? Cutting ass, medium tier, low tier, top tier, whatever tier. He cutting ass. Not damn who he battling. Everybody he battling is getting their ass cut. That's a power ranking, not a nigga that sat back and got like 1 or 2 battles or this, that, and the third. It's just like something ain't right to me. I'm starting to think I'm starting to think something, and then when I start to think something, I'm gonna think something else, and then we gonna get to thinking together. It's gonna be a lot of thinking.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt, Swamp. That was funny as shit.
Yeah, that was great.
You gotta remember
Swamp.
that and quote
That
that.
was
You
great.
gotta remember
Swamp.
that.
Yo.
Well, don't do that because listen, even though I wasn't a part of this list, I'm a part of the team, and I do not be on no fuck shit just in my regular life.
I
So,
can't hear you, fool.
Hey, but do you understand? I've been saying shit like that about the strength of schedule. That shit ain't fair to a nigga that ducked a lot.
I'm
That's
telling
why I
you.
only got 2 fucking battles. Niggas scared to come outside.
Same with me, bro.
And
The competition that y'all feel like I should have, I'm forced to. And this the other thing. A lot of the shit be the competition y'all want so much to face that will put us in that. They run from us, so we continue to get booked like mid tiers. So y'all keep looking at us like mid tiers, though our skill is higher than that. Because the other niggas are running from us to protect their shit.
show you.
And Rock's the only nigga outside for real, bro. Like no one could be a 5 but him. To
Listen,
me, he's
I'm
the
gonna show
only
you.
nigga outside.
I'm gonna show you one better than that shit though. Listen, this is why I don't want to hear that strength of schedule bullshit. Because last year nobody had a tougher schedule than me.
Whatsoever.
That meant nothing.
Whatsoever.
Now this year, the strength of schedule still don't mean nothing to me. Like I didn't took the lows and the highs last year. Now I'm doing the same thing this year, and it still means nothing, bro. Nobody had a strength of schedule like mine last year.
I agree.
It carried on into this year as well. I didn't care. I didn't say like, nah, fuck that. I'm sitting back. I only want the legends, this, that, and the third. No, anybody. That's a power ranking that anybody can get it, and my performance gonna be the same. To be honest, it's getting better. Y'all better tell me something about I'm doing good. I ain't been slipping, stumbling.
Nah,
I've
you've
been
been doing your fucking
I better
thing,
tell
Swamp. For
me.
real, you've been
Hey, I
showing
got
the
a
fuck out.
France. Hey,
You've been doing
France,
your
I got
thing,
another
man.
question real quick. So how would y'all with y'all ranking, right? How would
Yeah.
you rank it if one battler keeps battling all people who are 5 in stature but a 2 in skill?
Know
Like
where you going?
say that's their whole career, bro. Every name you see, the names that he battling puts him on the top of the cards. And he's having dope performances, but the skill level of all of these 5 in stature is 2s.
That's an easy one. I mean, excuse me. I meant to say that.
How y'all carry that when a nigga really beating up on old people? Cause the niggas that's outside whose skill level is at a 5 ain't who they battling. They battling the name that's at a 5, but the skill level at a 2. How does that work? How do y'all grade that when y'all looking at the other battler that's taking that shit?
This is great about the stature and the name. So, like, obviously that will rank highly, but we might have to fine tune this. We might have to find a way to implement the skill and the stature, or the combination of whatever performance you get. You know what I'm saying? Because if you battle like a murder mook, which is a 5 in stature, but probably not a 5 in talent, like if you keep battling people like that, it's going to show very high results, obviously, because it's just all numerical. You know what I'm saying, Jack? It's like, this isn't feelings attached. It's just by the numbers.
No, I'm aware. But I'm just asking questions because it's like, that person would seem like they doing something because of the name, but they're not battling anyone whose skill can actually go against their skill. So it's like you not actually being challenged. Is my thing.
And then
I think that's a good point. I think, like, you could say like Hitman didn't really challenge Easy, but he's like a 5 in name.
He a 2 or 3 in skill. Facts.
Or you could say shit like Clips didn't really do his best, and he still beat Rosenberg, but Rosenberg is higher on the list.
Swamp, I think a great example for you would be if you battle Verb. Like, I don't think Verb is performing at a 5 level, but like if you beat Verb, like that's gonna matter because like Verb talks so much and he has the stature and the resume and the name of somebody that would be a 5, even though he's not performing at a 5. You feel me?
But I'm gonna tell you some real shit though. Like to me, you know what would mean way more is when I battle rap a certain way and I'm in a certain lane of battle rap, and the nigga that damn near invented that shit like clean jump out the window. This my son. This my little nigga. I taught him. He watched me this, that, and the third, and then I get in there and 30 him. That's more impactful to me than a fucking me battling one of the others and like damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. To me, I'm knowing what I can do to this nigga. Y'all know he ain't been worth the fucking so damn long. You can't name the battle he won the last time he won a battle. So like I look at it, that how the fuck is he a 5 when he ain't been winning? What is he winning on? The keyboard? So like,
Right.
what the fuck is the damn criteria of this? Because I'm outside cutting ass, and I'm not picking and choosing my battles, and I'm letting these niggas line me up when they get months to prepare and then make a phone call for me, and still getting in they killing shit. I done been in every fucking situation. Y'all let these niggas tell me you ain't did this, you ain't been here, you ain't experienced. When I done been on Volume, Known, Summer Madness, all of that shit. So like,
So my question for you would be, why would beating Verb clearly mean so much if he's that low in skill?
It wouldn't mean as much as y'all think it will be. It would be more so him bumping his gums and then the doubt of others saying you're not able to beat that caliber of a battle rapper yet.
Because Swamp has already said in spaces, this battle ain't what you think it mean to me.
I've heard him say that. Yeah, I've heard him say that.
It's not. I wasn't.
Yeah, it mean more to y'all as far as him. It's like it's cause it's Verb. He got to do what he got to do. But skill wise, he know like bro, Verb been done, bro. Like we know he been done. As active battlers know, bro. It's literally you gotta fuck up and not be on your shit to go in there and not win against Verb, bro. That
I
shit
don't
ain't.
know, Jack. I think
This
he
is
was
more of
fired
a
as fuck. I
promotion
think he was
battle
fired as
than
fuck versus
anything.
Suge, dog.
That shit
I
gets
think
swept up under
Suge
the
and
rug so
Verb
bad.
had one of the better
Ass.
battles of the
I'm
year
trying to tell
in
you,
It
2022.
wasn't.
once I
It
defeat
wasn't
A
fire.
Verb, it's gonna be some shit like Verb been washed up. He ain't been worth the fuck. And now that we notice that, no, bro, every battle that a top tier nigga, I can't win. There's no way in hell I'ma win. The boss, I don't care how you feel about me talking about your sister. Fuck him. That nigga a weirdo. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That nigga's a fucking weirdo, and you know it. You can cry
Yeah,
in
he
the
gay
river
as
for all
shit.
I give a damn. He's a weirdo. It ain't that. Like, if I keep saying the shit, bro. If I walk in a room and everybody in that room say Buddy in the corner is a thief, Buddy in the corner a thief, bro. Everybody not saying that shit for no damn reason. The boy is fruity to booty. I'm sick of him. Sick of him, bro. He's a freak elite. That boy freaky as hell, man. And I ain't with that shit. That's why I can't engage in the talking like he do, because once he talk weird, it throw me off. And I just like, I don't like that shit. But he a weirdo. But at the same time, he gotta die. I know what he did in battle rap, but he's been a punching bag for niggas for so long. He's just the nigga that everybody beat up once. But yeah, he in our class, but everybody had to damn beat his ass every now and then. He was around when
Legendary format.
8 people. It was 8 people. He had to have battled everybody. It was only 8 back then. Nigga got me fucked up in this fucking list. I don't know what the hell I got to do in battle rap, but now I realize I'm gonna make my own fucking list and let my kids pick who the damn winner is. They gonna say daddy, so I win. Fuck y'all. I ain't trying that shit there, boy. No strength of schedule. It ain't no fucking performance. It ain't no name, because everybody on that list can be beat by everybody on that list except Rosenberg.
That's my point. That's
Rosenberg,
literally my point.
everybody on that.
Any day, anyone could lose to anyone. So what is what are we? Why are we not just judging the battles for what they are? We doing all this extra fairy tale shit with these rankings, and it's like, bro, did you win or lose, and how good or bad did you win or lose? Plain and fucking simple. It should really be nothing else. All this stature shit and like even Big K said going into the Mook battle, bro, you thought I was worried about writing? Nigga, you're nowhere close to what the fuck I'm doing. Like I wasn't stressed about writing. If anything, I'm more stressed about the promo because people just gonna believe you because you mook. But once we start writing, what did we see? Oh, nursery rhyme shit. Nigga, you're saying shit Crucible niggas can't even get away with.
Bro,
This what we
that
knew.
shit be
Like
so,
what we talking about?
it's so locked in, and like Geechee Down came in here. I promise you, bro. I done heard Geechee Down prepare for a lower level nigga. Like, I gotta kill this nigga. I call that nigga like, bro, you locked in for Mook. He like, shit, cuz I can't even damn shit.
This
Niggas,
shit he
bro, it's
bored.
not
Watching his
hard
battles.
writing for these niggas.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
It's
not
not
what
hard
y'all
writing
think
for
it
these
is.
motherfuckers.
For real, for real. It don't be what y'all think. The way we be preparing for shit ain't what y'all really
Y'all can
think it is.
relax
That's
on the
why I'm like,
Mook slander. I'm in the
It
room.
ain't that.
Relax.
oh man,
Relax.
oh
We got
man,
him out of here.
Shout
oh
out to the
man.
battle rappers getting these, you know what I'm saying, debatables, but we gonna relax.
Cut
We
it out. You
you mean
want to?
we was
Nah,
relaxed.
you
Our
you
feet
you
up,
just try to
Ash.
get crazy,
Mook
Jack.
is
I heard you, but it's cool though. I ain't even hear
Mook is listen,
what's
listen,
up.
listen. Mook is who he is in stature, but in skill, that boy
Y'all
ain't
niggas
it no
can't beat
more.
him. It's just it is what it is. Y'all can be mad if
Who? He just lost to the
I'm
white
listen. If it don't
boys.
apply, let
What
it fly, brother. I'm just talking about in general.
you?
Y'all niggas can't
Huh?
beat him.
You just said I couldn't. You said
No. I
You
said
said.
y'all. If you think that apply to
Oh,
you,
okay. I'm
then
gonna shut up there.
if let it fly. You know what I'm saying? My
Oh,
buddy
nah, it's a
don't
lot of y'all.
lose. It is what it is. If you want to call it
Huh?
debatable a loss, then okay. But he don't lose.
Man, he lost that
Whatever
battle.
you
What we talking
say,
about?
whatever you say, Jack. It's cool.
I say you won. Well, damn, she ain't rap. I just say you won your battle, but I forgot she didn't rap.
Big K. I mean, what you call it? He did very, very good. But we're not gonna sit up here and say that he clearly beat Mook. Is that what you're saying? He clearly.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah, I ain't agree with you on that one. I can't. I'm sorry.
And that's the subjectivity of things, man.
No, that's the New York of things, bro.
Now it's the New York of things. First of all, do y'all realize that Big K was rapping at the wrong person the entire battle?
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Huh?
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about?
How's he rapping to the wrong person?
As far as who he was mentioning as who Mook manager.
That was one round. That was a second.
Whatever. He was
half
rapping to the wrong person. So you rapping about somebody that you don't even know who it is.
You did the whole battle. You started off the whole battle. He was rapping to him.
He was addressing that nigga the whole battle from the beginning. What are you talking about?
The first two rounds, he's saying everything he need to say, at least 70% of it to Mook, bro. I'm lost. What you mean? He wasn't addressing the manager.
No. I'm not talking about what he was rapping about. I'm talking about rapping to the dude. He was there. Do y'all know who that person is?
The person that was up there wasn't even the manager. It was his dad.
Okay, copy. So
he can't control who gonna be there and not. He made the angle about the manager.
But you don't know who you rapping about? You don't know who you got this information? You don't know how they look? You don't know who they are to this person? I'm confused.
If your entourage is standing up there talking, I don't care who he is.
Man, we can't do this.
Nah, y'all niggas crazy.
We can't do this.
There's no way. Are y'all serious?
Okay, I don't care who you supposed to be if you up here talking shit.
Not if you telling the camera this is this nigga. If you're telling the camera, yeah, this is him. This is him. What do you?
That was like 8. That was
he got the wrong nigga. From what I understand, the angle won't wrong. No, the wrong nigga.
It could be anybody. So if somebody come there and talk about, oh yeah, your baby moms, your wife, da da da, and talking about, yeah, this bitch, and the chick next to you is not her, that don't mean nothing.
8 bars ain't the whole battle.
You said my baby father had me in skirt and heels on the Yonkers, man.
Wow.
That was a lie.
That's what the story was.
Right, I'm gonna mute that.
That's a different story.
Me.
Talking about this a different story.
I'm just saying, you got to know who you're talking about.
New York, man. This the New York, man. We in New York right now.
Nah, it's cool.
We done took the L train.
Yeah, come on, France. Why nigga not on that list, man? Why nigga not on that list, France? I ain't feeling that, man.
That list crazy. He got Rosenberg raw on that list, Geach. What the fuck is going on? That nigga tripping. France, take that fucking mute off.
Yo, am I bugging, or did they say that skill don't matter, or they don't know how to quantify skill the same way we can? Like,
nah, you ain't bugging. That's what they
like.
Y'all
just let that slide.
Let
that slide, though.
Well, I don't rap, so I would never view a rapper the same way you do.
It's not even about.
Since y'all don't rap, do that qualify?
What qualifies you? That's my thing. If you
you just disqualified yourself, friend.
No. Time out. No, I didn't, because the point I'm getting at is, for us who are not the rappers, we can evaluate somebody's stature more than their skill than you guys, who are the ones that are actually in the ring with them.
But you're debating a battle rap. Battle rap has nothing to do with stature. It's about what you're rapping. The skill involved. So if you can't quantify skill, how are you opinionating on anything?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That makes no type of sense. I'm going off what you and your man said. That's all. I'm going. As soon as Jack said skill, your boy said, whoa. We not battle rappers, so we don't know really skill. Like what?
This is why I say don't take the bit serious.
And then you backed him up, like, yeah, because maybe we like. How do y'all even jump into this and skill not be the number one thing that y'all look at?
Well, maybe
we can evaluate skill. Nobody said we don't evaluate skill. I said it's more objective for us who is not rappers to evaluate stature than it is skill. That's what I'm getting at.
But y'all not qualified
because obviously what I think is skill, you're not going to think is skill. Vice versa. So that's super objective. You guys just argued about murder.
Skill is not objective.
Skill is not objective.
Bro. You guys literally just argued about Mook's skill just now, and you guys are rappers, and you guys feel differently about it. That's how it lets me know that skill is subjective. So
No,
like that,
no.
that's what I'm getting at.
But guess what? That's also as battle rappers, and that's what our
regardless of I think
preference.
if
That's
Mook
what
is
our
good or
preference
not.
is.
No. Regardless if I think Mook is good or not, what I can't not deny is that he's a name in this shit. It's that he holds a lot of stock in his name. I cannot deny that, regardless of how I feel about his skill set, and that makes him more objective than me evaluating his talent level. I don't
But
know how to
skills
what?
aren't objective, bro.
All right, but even okay. Hey, look. Hey, but
I
also
hear
okay.
you,
So
but
look
nah.
though.
Y'all gotta
So
skill one.
even if you don't do
Period.
skill, right? Say you just do stature, how you do. You know what I'm saying? Like certain battlers, how do you like consider they stature? Like you know what I'm saying? Because everybody on different levels, but it depends on like how do you like you know what I'm saying? Like evaluate whose stature is higher than who in certain regards. Like when certain people, you know, is legends. Let's say like Jay Mills, and then you got like Reed Dollars, and then you got Murder Mook. Like, you put them all on the same level of stature wise, right?
No, because Jay Mills hasn't been active in this era like Mook and Reed has, and you can argue between Mook and Reed. So no,
But you can all say that they're legends though. That's the same stature.
That's the same
Jay
stature
Mills
though.
battled Geechee and Young Ill and Ill Will, didn't he?
Jay Mills been battling Big K, Jay Murder, all kind of niggas.
Yeah, but Jay Mills also took 14 years off of battle rap while Reed and Mook were active in this era. So like they can't be they can't be the same. Just because they started in the same era as in the Pioneers DVD era doesn't mean that
started.
But that's still the legend. It's the stature. Bro, this the most you so see look, so just because
I think they've had the same number of battles in the last 5 years.
Just because Big Daddy Kane not dropping albums don't stop him from being a legend.
Yeah. And this the most you've been seeing Mook active than you've ever seen him.
Yep.
So you talking about taking years off?
I'm just trying to figure out.
I gotta stop moving the goalposts.
How do you quantify skills, bro?
He took 14 years off. Y'all think Jay Mills, Murder Mook, and Reed Dollars are the same playing field? Is that what y'all telling me? Y'all the same stature?
What you mean is like in the same playing field as us? Like should they be on the same basketball?
No. Those three guys is Mook, Reed, and Jay Mills in the same stature. Tell me yes, so I can leave.
Yeah,
you saying are all three of them the same stature?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would all be in that legend category due to the time they was here.
All right.
But I don't view Jay Mills' skill. Jay Mills' skill, like if you put him in the crucible today, he ain't making it out.
But see, that's what we judge the skill.
None of them all.
Yeah, I was going to say Mook ain't making it out either.
Yes,
Reed ain't making it out either. If we're going to be all way honest. So it's like, I get the stature, bro, but that's why I'm talking skill. Like, one of the conversations we have behind the scenes,
they hate
bro,
the old niggas, I swear.
a lot of these old niggas will not make it out the
the old
crucible
niggas.
or the PG, bro. We say that shit behind the scenes all the time. They name is what's saving them, bro. They will not make it through the process right now.
Jay Mills don't got the name like them. He went 14 years without battling. He
went 14 years without battling, but you got to add the fact that he battled Mook, and then he was up there on. He's done with Mook and them.
He did battle Sean. He did battle Sean.
Not even just that.
You ain't supposed to be no platform saying shit like that, friends.
Bro, do you know the ultimate winning this shit, friends?
He battled me, battled Big K. Like, that's the same as a nigga battling, like you said, a nigga battling Surf and motherfucking, that's the same shit.
All right, man.
I'm about to say they came back and they get in place. So
hey, what up, Piranha? What's good with you?
Y'all got it. If y'all think Mills, Reed, and Mook's the same, y'all got it.
Yeah, like
look, this is what we saying at this point. At that point, you choosing to go him by his skill now. You're not going by his stature. Because look, if we saying stature, look. If we saying stature, look, hold on. Look, if you saying stature, you gotta be honest. Look, that's like Serious Jones. All of them is all in that Legends category. They all from that era when battle rap peaked and started and put their groundwork in. Even like you said, Mills left, Mook left, they all left to go do music and do things like that, right? Then they came back. Mook battle Iron Solomon, you know what I'm saying? He probably came back before. He came back before Reed Dollars. Reed Dollars didn't come back until he battled Chess, and then John, then he left for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Jay Mills came back, battled K Shine, battled somebody else, and then he left for a minute. But they all went for different reasons and was the reason why they left, and then they came back and got their hands dirty and whatnot. So that's what I'm saying.
And look who they came back battling too.
When they came back, they all got big battles because of what they
big names.
Jay Mills' first battle back was K Shine.
Jay Mills can still get a big name. Sirius can still get a big name because of who they are. That's their stature.
Yeah, that's what we saying. The stature. If you saying that, then you got to put you got to put them niggas all in the same category. So you can't. Now you saying his skill level ain't the same. Like, so
I didn't say nothing about his skill. I didn't say nothing about his skill. I said his stature.
Yeah.
But you're trying to separate their stature between them.
So why you denying
skill.
stature? Why you
And
denying?
they're all in the same stature.
Okay. All right. What am I gonna say? If y'all think Murder Mook, Reed, and Mills
What
is
makes
the
you
same
say it's
stature,
not,
then
But what makes you say it's not?
Jay Mills and Murder Mook, one of the most legendary battles of all time.
That's the first battle I ever
yes,
seen.
Hold on. Let me add this too. When y'all talking stature, bro, Jay Mills is one of the few that actually did with the battlers. Cause y'all be forgetting the battlers we love that's high ranking and top stature. They're actually failed musicians. They did this shit trying to get record deals. It didn't work out. We got known from doing this shit. If you remember properly, bro, Jay Mills actually used battle rap to catapult him to go and sell records, which was all Mook
And
really wanted to do, and it didn't work for him. It didn't work for Mook. It worked for Mills, but it didn't work for Mook. So if you want to be real, yes, to me, Mills would be kind of higher than Mook because he had success with the shit. Mook just didn't. His music failed, so it was like, okay, cool. I'm a top battler. I'm gonna keep getting bread.
Amen.
If we're gonna be all the way honest, the goal the whole time, dissing Cassidy
Yep.
and all of that shit was to get the record deals. They were battling outside to get the record deals. They didn't even think battle rap was gonna be what it was gonna be. For them, that was a hood thing, going hood to hood, and you rap and you get your deal. That was actually the goal then, if we be all the way 100. But a lot of those niggas did not almost none of them reach that actual goal. They still trying to get their music popping now, and it ain't popping.
Serious Jones did it.
Yeah, niggas is Serious Jones did it. He got signed to DCP. I listened to his music on Madden back in the day. Like, stop playing, bro. Solo 2 did it. Solo 2.
You're not explaining nothing to me that I don't already know. Yes, he has more commercial success if you want to evaluate that. But
that's what it was about then. When you go through the eras, that's what that shit was about then. And only him and Cassidy was successful. And then Solo and Serious Jones behind them. Mook actually failed. Rex actually failed. A lot of these niggas failed. And when they failed, they found success where they failed at because it became a thing.
How could they have? I ain't even gonna go on that. Go ahead, Jack. Keep
I tell you what.
Am I wrong? The goal for them battling was to get record deals. Niggas won't battling for Summer Madness.
Everything you're saying is accurate, yes, but guess what?
Niggas won't battling for Summer Madness and Gnome. They was battling on the corners to get record deals.
Let me correct myself here. It wasn't 14 years.
So question for you. Did they get record deals? Hold on, I'm sorry, friends. Did they get record deals?
Yeah.
So how did they fail?
Because Rosenberg Raw didn't get no record deal.
If the object was to rap and get a record deal, and they both or multiple got multiple record deals, how did they fail?
Who sold?
You just said that they was rapping. No. You said that they was rapping.
All right, yes, Shayna. He put his name on a piece of paper.
No. So
did
multiple.
That shit do anything,
I'm not
bro?
even just talking about Mook. Hold on, I'm not even just talking about Mook. All of the niggas that you saying failed.
We don't know them for their music. The goal
but that's not what you said, though. You didn't.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You just trying to be battle rappers to become big stars. That's not
just trying to be strenuous right now. You know exactly what I mean.
Record deals. Anybody recently in this last 10 years battle rap and got a record deal?
They signed the deal and they all flopped. Then that's what I'm saying.
But anybody in the last 10 years who has been battle rap, have they been signed to a major artist?
Yeah,
anybody?
Easy signed to Lil Flip right now.
What? What?
What's that doing?
All right, another real example.
Wow.
What you mean? That's a real deal.
Another real example. Lil Flip is not a major artist.
I am crying.
Okay,
Little Flip is a major artist now.
Shout out to Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle got that Snoop Dogg thing. Real shit.
Back then, the battle
signed the Buster and sat on the shelf.
Miss Hustle got the Death Row deal. I think
Mook signed.
I'm dead serious, though. I'm not making jokes.
Buster and sat on the shelf.
No.
Hey, Yoshi,
Who was he signed to before Buster? That's the multiple record deals I'm talking about. Again, if they was rapping to get a record deal and they all got record deals, how did they fail?
Because they flopped.
No.
Again,
that's you moving the goalpost. That's you moving the goalpost.
No, I'm not moving the
goalpost. Jack, have you ever gotten a record deal, Jack?
Shayna, respect.
Jack, have you ever gotten a record deal from a major artist?
Shayna, the goal at that time.
You said the goal was to get a record deal. Now tell me what other goals is added now. Go ahead.
But let's not play semantics and play around. Hold on, let's not play the semantics and be like, well, he signed the paper. Yeah, the goal is to go from battling to be a successful artist. These niggas was never successful artists.
No. You see, so now you see how he changed it from
I'm not
getting
saying
up.
on
You
my
just
words.
did.
You're
You
just
just
trying
said.
to be
You
so
just went
technical.
from the goal was to get a record deal. Now that the goal was to be a
France about to get
successful
the hell up
artist.
out of here
So
while he can.
everybody that
If you
signs a
saying
record deal
they on the
becomes a
paper and
successful
flop,
artist.
ain't
Get out of
nobody.
here.
That
You
ain't
moving the
no,
goalposts like I
bro.
said he would. You just said niggas was battling to get record deals.
All right,
I
you right.
proved
Yes,
that they
ma'am,
all
you
got
right.
record deals.
Yes, ma'am. You right. You right.
Now they was battling to become successful artists. All right. Okay,
All right.
Jack.
Yes,
Come on,
yes,
B.
yes.
All right. Well, look, listen. Let me say this real quick. I think I get what she's saying. Like, she wants you to be more detailed. Like, mean what you mean, say what you mean, or whatever the hell that is. But Jay, I feel what you're saying too. You saying, okay, you got a record deal, but what happened from that? Nothing. You ain't dropped the me caca. We know you from damn battle rap. We don't know nothing about the albums you dropped. You flopped. I get it. But the goal was to get a record deal. So yes, if you did get a record deal, whether you dropped something or I don't know a Murder Mook song, I don't know. Like, I know Jay Mills was on that Bedrock or Every Girl in the World like that. Anyway, like I was saying, bro, France, you thought you was off the hook, ain't it, motherfucker? On his ass, crazy. Nah, nigga. On his ass. That list bullshit. Why the fuck you got Rosenberg Raw higher than me on that fucking list, bro? Then damn, Geechee, what number you is on that damn list?
I told your ass to run, Frank.
Man, I ain't even on that motherfucker, man, because I battled Jay Mills and he don't think he a legend.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Jesus Christ. Them niggas said
So
one of
Jay
the
Mills not a
criteria.
5, France?
He said no.
Exactly. That's fucked
so
up right
petty,
there,
dog.
bro.
He's
I
so
thought
petty.
I thought I was battling one of the legends, you know what I'm
Does
saying?
Jay Mills have a rank on
Y'all
that?
got it. Y'all got it, man. Y'all think Mills, Mook, and Reed is the same? Y'all win. Y'all win, Diz. You win.
In
Damn, man.
skill level, we don't think they're the same, but in stature, we're saying
Stature.
He
that they are
gotta
the
be a
But even in,
same.
5 in stats. He gotta be a 5.
even in stature, I don't feel like they're the same because in the 15 years he was gone. Reed battled
So y'all
James,
comparing
John,
Jerry
Chess,
West to
Rosenberg,
Stephen Curry.
Man, that nigga got one of the most
You see what I'm
impactful
saying?
battles ever,
we're
man.
not like
So you think
like
because
we're
Jay
not.
Mills was so long that's why he can't measure up to Reed and Mook?
It's like Isaiah Thomas to
He
Stephen
missed
Curry right
15
now.
years. Like he literally missed an entire era. Like I'm
But
not gonna disrespect
but
somebody
look,
that
Because
goes
he
okay,
was
back
but
selling
15,
question.
20
records.
So
years.
He was doing
don't
what
you
they
think that
wanted
would
to
have?
do and sell records.
Don't
That's
you think?
why.
But don't you think that would have
Nah, he
hurt?
wanted a battle.
Don't
He
you think
wanted a
that would have
battle.
hurt the excitement about him coming back and the people he would have got coming back since he was gone
And
so
J
long?
Mill did not care about no battle rap.
You
Okay,
get
so
what I'm
let
saying?
me
Let's be
ask you this
real,
though.
That's
bro.
what I'm
That nigga
saying.
was
Y'all niggas
selling
saying that
records,
they
What
bro.
y'all
failed
gonna
when
put conceited
those
as if he come
situations
back?
Nah,
propelled
time
these
out.
niggas to not care
What are
about
y'all
battle rap
gonna
for a
put
minute.
conceited as if he come
He
back?
just like them.
What's
To
conceited
me,
Use the
number?
as
word
of right
failed.
now, E
I never
Hard, he
used the
just
word
like
failed.
them. Like, I don't see the difference.
He's
What's
the new Jay
like them?
Mills.
What is
He's the
Like
conceited
he
number if
doing,
he comes back,
beneath
he
France?
him.
raising his stock. He going doing different business adventures. If he ever come back, he come
I'm
back.
asking friends
Bro,
though, because they give the
when
number. So
when
what's conceited number?
when Mills was active, there was
Okay.
no leagues, there was no big venues, there was none of this. At least when Conceded before he left, there was Summer Madnesses and Gnomes and venues and leagues and big events that we have in this era. All right, so like Conceded
So
had a
So what's
what do
his
you rank
number?
Ness? What do you rank E Ness? What do you rank E Ness?
it's probably a 4. It's 4.
What's his statue?
No, he's a legend. He's a legend. No one's saying they're not legends, but I would say
Nah,
he's a
it don't
4.
make
Okay,
sense.
so how you how
No,
you how you how you feel
that's what
It
you
don't make
say. We
how
sense.
you
telling you
It
that
don't
they
make
all
sense.
legends. You saying,
how
but
you
no.
how you how you feel about Cassidy?
I'm 5,000 and no.
Cassidy is a great example. No, Cassidy is a great example of like what we were saying earlier. People that are like 5-level names, but not 5-level talents. Like,
Oh, so he
like
is
when
the one
So
Cassidy.
with Mook.
Cassidy took off longer than all them niggas.
That's a
But I
fact.
don't get how y'all
And
ranking
get
this. The
paid the
two
most.
niggas
That's
that
a
completed the
fact.
goal of battle rapping and going to sell
You
Yeah,
should
but
records,
we're
we
not we're
looking
not
at
we're
them
not gonna we're
less.
not gonna
in
we're
your
not
eye.
we're not gonna act like
Fact. So,
when Cassidy returned and when Mills returned it was the same. We're not gonna
Shit,
act
I
like
was,
that.
I was,
That's
boy,
just
I
not
was.
but
You didn't know what you was gonna get.
according to your point, he stayed alone. He stayed away for so long. Like,
you.
and
Jay Mills was
Who
talking
was
crazy to
Cassidy
so
K
first
That's what I'm
legend
Time.
to
saying.
battle?
Like
And
Mills returned,
if we if and if we
and
want to
Reed Dollars
be
return
honest,
was the
he came
same.
back. He came back before Mills too. He came back before Mills
Against
twice
Disaster? You talking about the Disaster battle?
yeah,
against
the
Disaster
disaster was
and
the first
Goods.
one.
Go to
Disaster
midget
and
hell.
Goods. So like, what we
Midget hell.
doing?
You
Like,
can't.
Now that's what what we asking you. What you do? Us as battlers, we kind of got a consensus.
The
Us
nigga stayed
battlers
away mad
understand
long
this
and look
shit,
what he
bro.
came back and did. So you
And
saying he
Cassidy
was
get paid the most.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth though, France. Like I'm gonna tell you where you lost me at, and this been probably like an hour ago, bro. When you said, so what y'all want me to damn judge it off of y'all performance and like what you doing consistency, and you really asked that question?
No, because I really want to understand one thing for the most part. Like when it comes to somebody you're battling, the name that you're battling and the performance that you get from that name. Like where in the middle do you want me to like
I want you.
evaluate that?
I just want you to listen. I just want you to judge me if that's what you're doing as far as power rankings, because power rankings, what I'm doing shouldn't rely on the other shit too much as far as who I'm battling and this, that, and the third. Because like you'll make a point and say I'm only battling clean and stumbles, but I'm catching 30s and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm consistent. I ain't lost a round yet, but at the same time, because of who I'm battling, I don't get graded as high. Meanwhile, you will have a nigga like Rosenberg Raw up there who choked in the third, but the nigga that he battled had the best third of the battle, and that's the round that everybody talks about, is ranked higher than me up there, and he got lesser battles than me, and he ain't like, get what I'm going with this?
So I'll ask you this: if we eliminate the person you're standing in front of and only judge your material versus somebody else's performance, right? How do we like where do you want me to like rank that? Because what if somebody feels like, okay, Easy's performance against Hitman is better than I'm sorry, Jack's performance against Authentic is better than Easy's performance against Hitman. Then what?
No,
Like,
I want you to look at it as this list is for the first 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Within the first 6 months, I want you to look at that shit like, okay, Swamp been kicking ass all year. 30, 30, 30, ain't slip, ain't stumble. His performance is this. He been on a 4 or 4.5 or whatever y'all graded as, and then say, okay, now when we look at this other person, Ab, he got this battle, that battle, he kicking
It's like the
ass.
MVP race sound
look
like.
at it as that. Yeah, like, but don't judge it and say, oh, I'm gonna put Rosenberg Raw higher than fucking Swamp because he battled Charlie Clips.
Real talk. Real talk.
No, but my question to you is how do I evaluate somebody's showing is better than somebody else's? Again, like if I feel like
stop talking about who. Stop the name. The
eliminate the name. Eliminate the name.
Listen, the stature shit is what I'm saying is like mostly bullshit.
Yes,
because if a
let's
nigga
eliminate it. Let's remove it.
I feel like a lot of niggas. I feel like a lot of niggas do get they performance diminished based on how motherfuckers feel about the nigga they're battling as opposed to what that person did. I do feel like that shit happens.
No, that happens. But my question to you is, all right, if I feel like Hansel's performance against Holmesy was better than Swamp's performance against Stumbles, right? Y'all on the same card that weekend. Who am I to say that's right? What if you say no, you're wrong?
How the fans
How do we
reacted to it?
evaluate
Like who they talking about more?
I say fans.
Like, you know,
Reception.
impact. You heard me? Like, don't y'all talk about that
impact,
a lot.
Shit like that.
Impact.
Right.
Okay. See what I'm saying?
I just don't feel like
but it's hard to say impact because like I don't think they realize what impact is. I think
we have different definitions of impact because like we're obviously like scounging social media. We do shows with fans. We're looking at like digital traffic of like what is moving the needle, what's being talked about. Like
let me ask you this, France. Would you okay if you seen a flyer that said Rosenberg Raw and Charlie Clip over here, and then you got Clean and Swamp over here. Just the flyer. You ain't seen the battle. Which event would you go to, or which one would you lock in on?
Oh, bro.
I feel like you're gonna say Clip just as Clip.
I'm a kill off on that nigga.
He's not gonna look at the whole battle. Bro. It's just because this is how fans do when you do that, Swamp. They see Clips as the bigger name, so they just gonna go over there to Clips. It's not even about Rosenberg.
But listen, you look, France. You don't get the pass for that because you are very detailed and you're in this culture and you know the logistics and ins and outs of it. You watch this shit. So if you see the anticipation and the build up or whatever, which as far as they promotion wasn't worth the fuck. You see me and Clean got a trailer, we going at it, we selling the fight. When you see those flyers and you see Swamp and Clean, and then over here we got Rosenberg and Charlie Clips, you know what Charlie been doing. pulling up with a neck bone sandwich and freestyles. That's all he been pulling up with. Then you got Rosenberg Raw. He got freckles on his face, man, and he smell like wet hot dog and trailer park trash. Listen, when you got a wet dog smelling ass nigga versus a ham hock eating nigga that pull up with freestyles, or you got Swamp and Clean in the same lane talking that street gangster shit. One nigga saying he his son, he invented him, and this, that, and the third. Which one? Which one?
But y'all know this.
I don't want to hear but. I want to hear which one.
Swamp, why you acting like you don't know how this works? Like, there can easily be a match that's promoted better. It's a better style match. It's a more favorable battle. But like, if I'm gonna go ahead and check my social media analytic trends, if I'm gonna check hashtags, I'm gonna check YouTube views, if I'm gonna check comments, and there's more comments on clips than you and Clean combined. What has more impact at that point? Like, I'm asking you, like,
yeah, you got it.
Like, he's attached to it. You got it.
I told y'all.
You knew goddamn well when
he was gonna find a way to get the clip, boy. I knew he was gonna find a way to get the clip.
I'm sorry, it's the truth. Does it not have more traffic?
No, because if you're going off skill, if you're going off skill, you clearly should be going to see
I was
the
about
other
to
battle
say,
first.
how do you, as somebody with the job that you have, determine which battle is worth seeing?
No, I didn't say all that.
Is it the comments? No.
I didn't say what's worth seeing. I'm talking about what has more traffic. Traffic is tangible.
No. He asked you if you saw the two. I'm asking in this example, right? Not in general.
I can want to see Swamp and Clean more, but what has more traffic is not objective. I mean, so it's not subjective.
No, I know, but what? So again, he's asking if you saw the two flyers, which one would you go see? And you said I would look at all the comments, I would look at the talk, and and you'll most likely go see clips, even though that you know skill wise, performance wise, experience wise, that the other one would be a better battle, but you're still going off of what the culture is saying and the hype off of another battle. That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't it happen all the time?
Why you don't got Danny Myers on the top 15?
I can go through Danny's list for you. We can talk about it because he has a lot of one-rounders. So we didn't count.
But he got a lot of 3-rounders too, though. He got a couple of 3-rounders.
He do, but they didn't. When we added it up, they didn't have a higher score.
So like, what's Danny Myers' status?
So if he got like 6 3-rounders this year or 5 3-rounders,
four. He has 4 3-rounders.
That's what I'm saying. You got 4 3-rounders. And then you give somebody, let's say, that got 2 3-rounders, and let's say one of the person that got 2 3-rounders got the same opponent as he got. Like, how do they?
Perfect example. I'm glad you used Danny because Danny actually has clips on his resume. So Danny has 4 battles. Rosenberg has 2. And y'all know if we're doing something by the average, the less of a sample size, the better chance you have a higher average because there's less things to equate for. So obviously, when you have Danny battling J2 clips, Foet Dev, and Mr. Biscuit, that it's less likely to have a higher average than just battling clips and one more person because clips is such a high number. You feel me? So like the one thing about these numbers at the end of the day, they favor smaller sample sizes. They favor smaller sample sizes. So like that's just the flaw in it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really favor people that's outside.
For their opponents?
Translation means we don't really fuck with them other niggas like that. So that shit don't really count.
Nah. It's just numbers are always gonna favor smaller sample sizes.
That's what I'm saying. So that's basically what they saying. Like you say, the flaw in the system. That's all they basically equating. It's like, okay, so let's say they both battle clips, so that'll cancel each other out. Then he got one more battle. Then this dude got 4 more 3-round battles. How is his power ranking higher?
Because it's an average, Geechee. So like
that's what I'm saying.
But again, the average number could be lower because you have more opponents. That's how averages work. The more numbers included in the average.
That's what we saying. Like that's the flaw in it. It's like, nigga, you battle 4 more times. I had a tougher schedule. I done battle 4 more niggas and 4 more battle rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just because they might not have been on URL, I don't probably, you got to look at it. Danny, like, I'm just using him as an example. Say how tougher it is to go to a smaller league where somebody else at home and giving them 3 rounds versus somebody that then you battling on a big stage. Like, that's not it.
They forgot about all that. They forgot about them days.
When you going in the backyard in somebody else's backyard in their neighborhood, they small league with all they people there to give them 3 rounds and still go crazy and all that when you don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. That's why the battlers say like being a battler and judging it is a little different because we understand certain other shit that y'all just looking at just numbers. Like, oh man, he battled such and such. This the number. The analytics, like when motherfucker looking at other shit, like, well, damn man, that nigga battled such and such. So you might not hold, like you said. Let's just say Jay Mills, you don't hold him in high regard. Like, take my battle away from him. I'm just using him as an example, and you use him and Reed Dollars earlier because, like I said, they both would be considered legends. So like, let's say you battled Reed Dollars in Philly, you probably for the average motherfucker will give a nigga more points because he at home and that's where he back, just like battling Mills in Harlem or some shit. You dig what I'm saying? The average motherfucker will be like, yo, this is a lot tougher than battling, you know what I'm saying, battling me in motherfucking Kansas. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like it's still other shit as battlers niggas will look at as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, okay, that gave him a little extra boost. He at home, keep him more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like he it's his league, it's different little shit. So I think, yeah, y'all got to look at a lot of other shit when you're doing like power rankings, because like in sports, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way. Like it might be averages, but if I'm the Lakers and I done had 6 games and 2 of my games was just as tough as this other team that got 2 games, but I also got 4 more tough games, nigga, I'm gonna have a higher power ranking.
No, you definitely have a stronger schedule there, but then like there's a percentage of like, all right, if I beat these 2 teams, I'm 2-0, I'm 100%. Versus you being 3-3 with those 6 games, you're at 50%. Even though you won more games.
But what if I'm 6-0? What if I'm 6-0 versus 2-0? Because it's battle rap subjective.
Then that's better. But I'm just giving you an example of like where more cannot always be better in numbers.
But that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me, motherfucker.
Use him for an example. Like you say, if a motherfucker say he ain't lost, you feel what I'm saying? What's the difference? If he got more battles and less losses.
But I still want to get to like a point where like, how do you want us to evaluate somebody's performance is better than somebody else's if we're going to eliminate like their opponent? Like we're going to remove the fact that who you're battling and just evaluate your performance. How do I say, yo, Geechee had a better performance than Swamp on Redemption 2 against J Mills than he did against Clean?
Like, I think it should be more. I think it should be less. I think it should be less the automatic stature of the opponent and what them niggas actually face. Because you could say, yeah, I stood in front of like you said, a 5-star name, but the actual material that I faced wasn't that. So I feel like I think it should factor more into what they actually had to deal with, more so than just the name itself.
And how the fans react to their shit, because you could get a, you know what I'm saying, impact of travel.
The one thing with the fans though is that like somebody with a higher brand or more popular can have more metrics, more traffic, more views than somebody that had a better performance just because of the name. You feel me?
All right. So if the person that's lower than that person you just talked about and they name still traveling through all that and fighting through all that, that's like, what I'm saying. Give them points for that.
Like on the app. Like, a good example, like Reed Dollars and Murder Mook, that's not a really good battle. It had more views than like 40 bars in Casey, and that's one of the best battles that year out of the females. So, like, sometimes your name can carry over what the production was. You feel me? So that's why, like, you can take the fans to an account, but it still has to be like one version of how you're looking at what garners impact. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I don't think it works if you go by what you faced that night, Hansel. Only reason why I say that is because if Geechee finna battle Nitty, in preparation for Nitty, he's prepping for the best Nitty because Nitty always gives a great performance, right? So in him preparing, that may be one of his toughest matches to prepare for. But if when he get on that stage with Nitty choke for 3 rounds, you can't ding Geechee for not facing a good Nitty that night because he prepared for the best Nitty and brought his best material.
No, that's what I was saying.
He just didn't get a good Nitty that night. So that's why I say doing it based on the level of opponent you face that night don't always work because that's something that's outside of the battler's control. He can't control who he face.
That's why I was agreeing with you. I was saying when niggas when you put this shit on paper or when you like actually analyze the impact or whatever the win or loss of the battle, I'm saying instead of just saying one nigga battled a higher name, did he actually face a high level opponent that night? That's all I was saying. You got to give niggas the credit no matter what.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like Swamp was kind of getting at like remove what the person across from me is doing. Like that should have no effect on what I do.
Right. And that's what I agree with.
I want to agree with that, but my question is then how do I evaluate what you did versus what somebody else did? Like
that when the MVP come in the race, you figure that's what your Superman politic, nigga. You got to figure out I think you got to just take those 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? You just like the MVP race, like what nigga was talking about earlier. You got to choose the assists, the points, and woo, and even you do that how you do that. But you got to still talent more people for the individual shit. Like they ain't got like the boss said, they ain't like how Rum act towards Geechee and Geechee prepared for the best Rum. They ain't got nothing to do with a nigga. Geechee got his
Because
points that night.
we still got the attributes of battle rap, friends. So you still gotta whose defense was good. You know what I'm saying? Not because we defense is a part of battle rap. Who had the better actual material? Who was performing that night? What were angles used? So there's still boxes that can be ticked.
No, for sure. But like a good example, Chrome card just happened, right? We got Shayna up here. If I say Shayna's 2 rounds were better than First Lady Flame's 3 rounds, like how can I quantify that? Like how can I say that she had a better performance that night, or vice versa?
Go talk to the side. You got to talk to
who's to say like what? Like I want to know.
Cassidy, man. The science.
Wait,
Man.
let me finish, Phil. I'm not sure I'm understanding. What you say, friends?
Like I'm saying, like what makes that? What makes it an accurate thing if I'm like Shayna's 2 rounds were better than Flame's 3 rounds, or vice versa? Flame's 3 rounds.
The material, babe. If Shayna had better punches, better skin.
It's all opinionated, though. It's all opinionated.
Everything in battle rap is.
You're
right, friends.
Friends, all you did,
better have some shit to back up your opinion. That's what we saying. It gotta make sense.
And I that's my opinion.
No, but friends, literally, by y'all adding the 1 through 5, all you did was add numbers to opinions. They still opinions, so there's no way to get away from the opinionated aspect of it. All you did was add a number to your opinion, so it's going to be opinionated no matter what.
Opinion. Nigga, they choose who they want in the MVP race. Nigga, that's opinion. Everything, all of everything.
But
is
friends, to answer your question, I feel like, bro, you can just if you wanna do that, like you saying, if you're gonna take away, if you comparing 2 performances, you're gonna take away the opponents. You're just looking at 2 people. Let's say the Swamp and Clean versus Swamp and Clean, and then you got Rose versus Clips. You can take Swamp's 3 rounds, you can take Rose 3 rounds, put that against whatever rubric you have that's opinionated, whatever, and then that's how you determine which performance was better based on that rubric. If that's how you want to do it.
Copy.
And I want 10%.
Y'all didn't have a round table before y'all came out with these rankings? Like y'all didn't think it
they should have been higher than you, Shannon. They should have been higher spills, man.
Like, come on, man.
You ain't gotta hire me. I just need 10%.
Did I have a round table with the rappers? No, but this is healthy.
Ain't nobody finna hire you.
Crazy.
Let's talk battle rap. What the applications at, man? Hop on the app.
What you be talking about, Trez?
In my DMs, bro. I'll see your contract. We'll talk.
Got you, my nigga. Real talk.
Yeah, I need some battle rappers in those rooms, man.
Yeah. Them niggas got Rosenberg on the list. Y'all shot the fuck out with that one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's some shot out. I don't know what drug y'all on over there.
Hey, who else Rose battle this year?
Friends.
He had Clips and who else?
And Jag.
That's it?
Oh wow.
Clips and Jag. You have got to be shitting me.
That's
and I had them losing both.
Clips and Jag.
Wow.
No cap.
I ain't gonna lie, that dude gotta sound crazy. I ain't know that.
Like how do you not?
Wait, I didn't know that was the truth.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he had some more shit. I thought I was like,
it's only 2 battles. So what averages?
But Swamp only had 2 battles. Swamp only had 2 battles too. Here's how. Let's break it down.
But he had 2 30s.
It's not. We didn't quantify wins. We quantify the competitor, the performance, and the impact of the battles.
Wait. Is it a general consensus that Rosenberg Raw lost both those battles though?
Nah, I don't think he lost to Jag. Respectfully.
Nah, him and Jag was a debatable, but it was people that had Jag for sure.
I had a lot of people heard. I personally had Clips winning, but I heard a lot of people had Clips winning as well.
Everybody, Clips he lost. He lost the Clips for the consistency. Him and Jag was debatable, but a lot of people had Jag, including myself.
Hey, bro, 1-1.
Okay, who?
But what stature do you hold Jag at?
Yeah, that's what
I got. So I
don't respect Chubby Jag.
It got to be high if he's on the list.
No, I'm gonna run through these 2, and then
Jag is a number 2
so
on
listen,
his list.
Jag is a 2 out of 1 through 5. Jag is a 2. Clips is a 5. So when you average those out, it has a higher average than Clean and Swamp that I both rated as 2s. Does that make sense?
Who are 2?
You got Jag, Stumbles, and
he
Clean.
Missed Stumbles. He missed Stumbles, Swamp. He missed Stumbles.
Him and Stumbles.
Yes, I have them all.
He misspoke. He just misspoke.
Who was 2? I don't know. Me personally, I don't know where none of them rank. I'm not I'm not I don't care. I mean, if you got them 5, 4, 3, I just wanted to know where you got them at. Like,
from 1 to 5, I have Jag as a 2. 1 to 5, I have Clips as a 5. 1 to 5, I have Clean as a 2. 1 to 5, I have Stumbles as a 2.
Okay,
like,
and this is in what skill or stature?
Competition.
Have you watched okay? Besides the Lou Castro battle, what's another good Clips performance in his past few?
Because him and Calico was not good. Him and Jazz was not good.
But we established that already. Some people that are 5s don't perform at 5, but their names are 5.
5 don't consider skills, man. Ain't no skill when it comes to 5.
Therein lies the inconsistency.
I'm trying to think where this 2 coming from.
That's crazy.
What would like between 1 to 5? It's Clean and Stumbles. Like what?
Well, then I would say, look, I would be like, to be honest though, like in that regard though, like. If you give like Clean is still a big name, like you know what I'm saying, he's still a good name. I would have him higher than a 2 if we going just off more the skill. Like his name is like he one of the legends in the game.
Paper.
You know what I'm saying? Like Clean definitely would have had a higher name than a 2. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Stumbles.
I mean, Stumbles newer, so I ain't mad at you for putting him where you put him if you going off straight name. You know what I'm saying? He a lot newer, so I mean, like feel me? I ain't mad at that because you got Jag right there, so I can see that. But Clean for sure would have been a little higher than, you know what I'm saying? You going name wise. I think Clean name would be higher than Stumbles, you know what I'm saying?
If the records matter. Did you see what Clean did to Rosenberg Raw?
Yo, Swamp, you good?
You mean 10 years ago, Swamp? 12 years ago? Yes, I seen that.
Hell, you still got Mook in them like in they spots for their reasons.
All right.
And I ain't.
It's the 5, man. It's the rules you have for the 5s that don't apply to the 4s and below. That's it. That's where the problem
I
is.
ain't gonna lie. Clips. I know Clip name wise.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what kind of makes it like it is right there.
Yeah,
bro.
Clips might be a 4 right now.
Once you get under 5, you kind of got him like kind of blurry.
Fair enough.
That's why I was confused with the whole Flair being a 4, but Mook is at a 5, but Clean at a 2. It's like, okay, it matters when they're at a 5 if they're a legend, but if their performance is.
Wait a minute. So Flair Soul is at a 4 and Clean is at a 2?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what is it? I'm asking. What y'all looking at?
It's on if you go in the Jumbotron, the third, like the 4th slide, it's his link. If you click the link, it breaks it down how he gauged it, how his team gauged it with where they putting people, like it's 2s. I didn't see any 1s, but I seen 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And so Flair was one of the ones I asked Francis about yesterday because I was confused at how, not saying Flair ain't one of those boys. I do feel like he has potential to be one of them ones, but he had a 4, but then you had Show Off at a 4. But then you had Clean at a 2, but you got Mook at a 5. It just
Show Off at a 4 is crazy.
So here ultimately the numbers, like the boss said it best. The numbers are like are what the opinion lies in. So when it's quantified, it's just a number. It's just a numerical opinion. That's what it is. You feel me? It's a numerical opinion. But yeah, I can definitely agree with anybody feeling different about any ratings.
What category is this? What category is this? Is this his overall?
They don't know, man. They don't know, Sheena. They don't know.
In what category are you putting Flair Soul a 4 and then Clean a 2?
Overall.
What category?
That's overall.
There's no category.
No, there is a category, and it's described. There's a link there at the top. Every 1 through 5 has a definition.
Can you?
I'm gonna read it to you.
Thank you, brother.
I'm just explaining it.
Before you explain it, though, friends, right? Before you explain, I'm gonna just say this: Clean is a legend, man.